Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with red licorice straw?
Right here.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast, the first Ready to Start the Podcast of a new social media era. I'm your host, Ryan Rippity. Who else is here?
Rosa.
Who's our third regular?
Oh, and I'm your third regular, Seep, here on the left over here. We have a special guest today, as usual.
Who are you?
Who's our fourth?
I don't know. Who was our fourth?
It's you. You're the fourth.
Oh shit! I'm the fourth.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? I didn't know I was the fourth. It's me, William Yokow.
In the past,
yes.
Yeah, you know, you should be introducing us because I think you're more famous than us now.
Is that true?
You think so? You think so? After Yoda?
Yeah,
You were just on the show.
yeah. Yoda just made you into like a superstar. Like you're like on the Hollywood like Walk of Fame, and we're like the guys that wearing the Yoda shirts going, "Where is Yoda?"
That's great. I'm glad we're all having a fun time.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Before we really get into it, can I have the stage for a second? I feel like I want to.
Yeah.
No,
Can I have a heart to heart here? Just a quick check in with you. This won't take long. No, I promise this won't take long.
Yay.
You know, as you all know, this place is a beacon of joy, and we want to keep it this way. And if you're watching this episode in the future, and you don't really know where the culture is right now, maybe check the date. People have been kind of concerned about the future recently, based on the let's just say like where we are. The results, I'll call them the results. I just wanted to touch on it because it's been kind of upsetting for a lot of people. Because it wasn't just about this one competition between these two candidates. I mean, it kind of became this whole cultural debate, and it's sad that it has to come down to these one-on-one squabbles. I gotta say, it becomes easy to really resent the system, and I'd like to say they both put up a good fight, but I mean, we all saw it. No one's really given their all here. It's a broken system. It's broken, and it's rigged. I gotta say the whole thing was rigged. It's been rigged for years. We've seen this guy since the 80s. I don't really know how it's come to this. Obviously, it's just a huge publicity stunt. These whole circuses that they try to run here in this country. Both of these criminals, they're going to be walking away rich and privileged as ever, regardless of the outcome. And that's what really gets me. Like, no one takes this seriously. This is serious stuff. I mean, look at the media. Like, the live stream, Netflix, what is going on? Like, Netflix could barely stream this event properly. It was freezing every 5 minutes. It's just the most boring thing ever. They hyped it up so much, and Mike Tyson didn't even win. So I don't even... And I'm just glad that we can all be back here. I know a lot of people are probably upset about it. It's kind of all everyone's been thinking about lately. I know. So I just felt like it'd be weird if we didn't address it, right?
All right.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna say, is this related to like Death Paddle?
I almost did that, but I didn't have time to watch it.
I've seen it. You could have just like skipped like the analysis portion. You'll be fine.
The analysis machine.
No, I don't know.
That's like skipping straight to dessert.
Right, yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
It depends on how much you care about like the techniques. Like if you're wondering like, oh, how could Bowser win? It's like, oh.
Well, you just spoiled who won, so
Wow, you just spoiled it for me.
Yeah, fuck you all.
The wrong person
I
won
hate
Kamala versus Trump, Tyson versus Paul, and Bowser versus Eggman. I don't agree. One of those guys deserve their win. Hashtag.
And you get to figure out which one it is for yourself.
Which one of those three winners deserved their win? Bowser, Donald. No, it's like who deserved their win? Donald Trump, Jake Paul, Bowser.
Oh, that would have made a good Tommy tweet. You should make that right now, right?
I don't think you want to talk about the election. I don't think Vivian wants to talk about it. So on big news, since not everyone saw the news, Ty, this is about that. I'm calling you out.
She ain't even here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. She's doing her own
Like,
thing,
go-
playing Mega Man.
Like, go
Whatever.
to our, like, our house to address this.
I already did.
Episode streamed live from Mar-a-Lago. That's not funny. That's not funny. Don't say that.
What?
Nothing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This is a terrible episode. I think we've had our last good episode. Like, the culture has been irreparably damaged.
What?
And we're just like,
No, it's
We're
okay.
broken
We
right
can
now.
save this. We can save this. We have some
We
banger
can?
topics.
can we save this with some banger recent topics in the world of animation and video games?
I think we can.
actually.
What if I thought for a second leading with the multiverses news would be the funniest thing to do. But no, let's get into some real news. Let's get into some real hype
Okay.
news.
Okay, let's get. I've missed this.
So, the world has been drifting apart, and you could even say there's been a bit of a continental drift, but don't worry. The Ice Age gang is back. Ice Age 6 locked in for 2026.
Yes.
The herd is back. All your favorites: Manny, Sid, Diego, Peaches,
Holy fuck.
Buck Wild. Buck Wild's confirmed to be back. So
Was Peaches actually confirmed? Was she even confirmed?
well, no, Peaches isn't the wife character. Who's the wife? What's the wife's name?
Her name is Ellie.
Ellie's back. Peaches might not be. Never mind. But Buck Wild is back, ladies and gentlemen. Buck Wild.
Woo!
What about Sid?
Rosa, this franchise is built on Sid. He will be there.
Yeah!
That's true. That's true.
His family's gonna
He's-
love this news.
John Leguizamo probably is like top producer on this. If I'm being honest, it's like that's his role. That's his. Sid's like my baby.
I have to give him credit. I feel like a lot of the voice actors in these movies kind of give up by the end. I gotta get to John Leguizamo though. He doesn't give up like ever. He's doing that voice throughout all 6 of these movies.
He's loving it. Yeah, but no, yeah, it's great. The last Ice Age movie we had was that Disney Plus one where they didn't even get all the voice actors back,
No.
and it was kind of like, oh, is this just what Ice Age is now? But no, it's great to see Ice Age back in theaters where it belongs, I guess.
Yes.
It is cinema. This is like, we need the theater back. I think this is going to bring it back, I think. Or something. I don't know.
Be real.
I don't care.
The thing about theaters back was Despicable Me 4 of all things.
How will you
Be today? That's the question. Why does Sid's seat voice sound like Silver the Hedgehog?
Sid. No. This is the future is made. The future. I decide. Does anybody but you believe your lies?
Can you say Sonic is gone, Amy?
I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist.
Yes!
Sonic is gone, Amy.
But Sonic, you can never be gone. I just know it. Sonic, I believe in you. Come back to us. Oh, great Sharon!
Come back to her. Sorry.
Oh God.
Can I
Okay.
to reroute the Ice Age topic a bit real quick? I want to talk about. I'm so dedicated to what I think this movie should be. Like, I have the vision in mind.
Really?
I think, yeah. And if they don't do it, I'll be disappointed. Because I think it's time. I think it's time they do this. This feels so obvious for them to do. I think Ice Age 6 should be like the main cast. So like Manny, Sid, Diego, Ellie, Buck Wild, and those 2 little freaks. Like they all get frozen. Like they all and Scrat's frozen too. They all get frozen in like the frozen ice pit. They're all frozen and like drifts off to like the ocean. And then we cut to like hundreds of years later to modern day New York. And they wash up on the shore and melt. And this is a movie where the herd is like going around New York into like hijinks. I think this is to
Brian,
be
you already said this like a week ago.
You
And
just
then-
reinvented the first. You just reinvented the first act of Madagascar.
no, okay, no, but no.
I mean,
But then, like, okay, but there's more to it. There's more to it. There'll be like a girl.
Okay, there's more.
There's a young
You've
girl.
been building on this idea.
A young girl character voiced by your favorite celebrity, whoever it is in your mind is her.
It's been months, and you're coming back and reusing content. Unbelievable.
All right. Little girl character voiced by your favorite celebrity, whoever's in your mind, it's her. And she can understand the animals. So like she has to help.
You said that too, right? And you said it was going to be the Ice Age baby.
No, it would be the
descendant of the Ice Age.
Okay, well maybe
baby.
it could be descendant of the Ice Age baby.
That would be so stupid. Like,
No, but it'd be awesome
they have
though.
lineage going back to like prehistoric times. And it's like, this is just like my great grandfather used to say.
Wait.
He shows a picture of the baby.
Betty, like, there's like a sad scene where he grabs like the cave painting she still has for some reason of her great grandfather as a baby, and he like looks at it like, the kid.
Good. Yeah, he would say that actually.
I haven't seen a single Ice Age movie, so I'll just take your word for it.
How old are you?
26.
You should have seen at least like Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Come on.
Why?
You were like 10 when that came out.
I was like a Disney. It was like a Disney only.
It was like Father's Day weekend. I mean, now it's a Disney property, so now you got to get on that.
That's true.
Okay.
I guess I
catching
have
up
to
to
watch
do.
it now.
You got to watch the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild on Disney+.
I am famously a fan of Disney.
What is it?
And Disney-owned properties.
What does it say about me, Ryan Ribity, that I've seen all of these movies?
It says nothing because we already know who you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've seen all of these. I've seen all the Hotel Transylvanias, but you know what? You had to drag me out in the street and shoot me if you wanted me to watch all those Alpha and Omegas. So like, I still have some standards left.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
That's not your job. That's job's been already taken up by like the creator of Lesbian Horse RPG.
Has it?
They're watching Alpha and Omega?
Yeah, didn't Planet had like a thread where she saw like the entirety of like Alpha Omega franchise?
I don't know. Is it a video form?
Let's start a poll to see who's seen that thread. I believe it. No, I believe it. 'Cause she's like a furry or something.
Or something.
Do furries like Ice Age? Sorry, on that note, like is like Ice Age like a furry thing? No, come on, hold on. What about Diego? What about Diego? What about Diego?
No. Diego. I don't think Diego is really for furries. Diego is for like, Diego is for perfectly average, like 30-something-year-old, 20 to 30-something-year-old women.
Okay.
Who, like, say, like, hear me out.
So that's
what Diego is for.
It's those office parties where like the 30-year-old women get to go, oh hey guys, let's do the hear me out challenge. All right.
Exactly. He was made for that.
Sully, what do you got, Karen? Oh, Diego from Ice Age.
Yeah, I think hold on. I think you guys are underplaying. I think you guys are downplaying those videos. I love those videos because like if you ask like a straight guy for their hear me out, they like giggle and like it's Rouge the Bat. Oh my god, I know I'm crazy. And then you ask like a straight girl.
Honey, don't call out something.
No, bro. You need to when you ask a straight girl like what her hear me out is, she'll look you straight in the face and go, Bubbles the fish from Finding Nemo.
Oh, that's
yeah. I'm not too Diego. He's all right. I mean, he's kind of weird looking.
Are you a furry?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to have an opinion on this?
I guess I don't really have any place to comment on this.
I think the thing we gleaned from the conversation,
which is like the most normal thing ever.
What?
Well, I feel like the thing to glean from this conversation here is that the next Ice Age, after they go to like New York, like they go to modern day New York, obviously meet the little girl character, obviously, like this is all still happening. Like I'm not changing course here, but when they go to modern day New York, there will be a sexy furry character there. They'll be like they go to the zoo and there's like a beautiful like thin like waisted large hips like cheetah girl character.
They should go to the zoo and meet the animals from the wild.
Wild?
Disney's The Wild.
How have we done 2 streams now where we've mentioned The Wild?
I don't even fucking know what that is.
I think crappy animated animal movies are back. I think they're back. We've got Ice Age 6 coming up. Remember when there was a bunch of like polar bear movies back to back?
Norm
There's,
of
like,
the
Arctic
North.
Fox movie. There's Norm of the North. Oh god, Norm of the North. That was like, I watched that in theaters when it came out with like 5 people. I did. It was so fun.
Why not 6?
What was the Norm of the North Twitter's like last tweet? I forgot.
It was like they found me or something.
Did they tweet since then? I feel like they made one.
Oh, they
like-
actually did.
Okay.
October 8th, 2022, just cut the call from Lionsgate. This is the end. May 2022, the Norm of the North soundtrack has been named Apple's #1 best album. Lionsgate tweeted Norm of the North will not appear in Deadpool and Wolverine.
All right.
Great.
That's a great account, the Norm of the North.
Norm has relapsed as like top 5 tweets ever, I think.
It's just so funny that Lionsgate. I think this was just like they just didn't even care. what happened to
Yeah,
Norm
they
of the
did
North
not give a single
anymore.
shit.
I've never seen like a promotional account like that just completely give up. Not even like, oh, we're like quirky advertising. Like it wasn't
Yeah,
even
not like the
advertising.
Wendy's way, but like its own unique way.
It was just like someone had the account. It's like when a gimmick account just kind of runs out of stuff to post, and they just kind of just do whatever.
Or they either become the funniest account ever or the worst account ever.
Yeah. True.
Well, are we all looking forward to Ice Age 6? Like, you excited to see the herd back?
Sure.
It's in the zeitgeist, alright.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
I'm glad
Yeah.
they're bringing back the Drake and Josh ferrets.
Well,
Possums.
were they
Yeah.
on the cast list? Do we have any confirmation they're coming back?
ooh.
Drake and Josh? I don't know.
We might be fine.
Actually, we don't have any confirmation. There might be like a contract
Uh-oh.
dispute or something going on.
Uh-oh, guys.
Oh boy, they're gonna go on strike. Josh, what is his name? Josh Peck and
Josh Peck.
Who the heck was the other guy?
I don't
Drake
know.
It was
Bell.
just some
Drake Bell,
loser.
Timmy Turner.
It was not Drake and Josh voicing the possums.
Do
in
you look
Ice
like
Age.
Drake and Josh?
Let me check.
No, they don't.
It's Josh Peck, and then the other one is wait. It's Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott. Who is that?
Scott the Wells.
It's on porn. Never mind. Let's move on.
Wait, hold on.
Piece
No,
of
wait,
shit.
no, never mind. No, I have an update. He is confirmed for Ice Age 6. They will be back.
Let's go!
All right. The funniest Ice Age characters. They're actually like the worst ones, actually, right?
Peak is back on the menu.
The 2 possum guys from Ice Age are pretty awful. But they're just like
They ruined. They couldn't make the Buck movie without putting the worst characters in there. Do you think the events of the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild will carry over into Ice Age 6?
Well, maybe it will. It will in the same way that like Despicable Me 4, like it was required for you to remember that like the little girl character got like a unicorn pony at the end, like in the 2 scenes she was in the 3rd movie. Like Ice Age 6 will require you to remember like a character from Buck Wild. It's like prominent to the plot.
I think there's like a sexy woman Buck in that movie.
There is. I just saw.
Or not a sexy. She wasn't. She was like confident and like it was skilled in combat.
Oh, can they not make sexy furry woman characters anymore because of woke?
I think he might be right, Ryan. Oh god. Oh god.
Oh.
They're ruining everything. That's it.
Oh.
Ice Age 6 is going woke.
Fuck! What am I supposed to watch now?
Oh,
Everyone,
fuck.
let's boycott Ice Age 6 for going woke.
You know who won't do this? The classic Wilds. The Wilds. They would like stick with me and say like 10 slurs. Let's go.
What if you watched The Wild
was
and then,
never afraid.
what if you were watching
What?
The Wild like from Disney, like that old movie nobody ever saw, and they just like actually dropped like a horrible like slur, and it's like what? Why?
Why?
It's like why is this here?
See, backtracking hard and calling an Ice Age character sexy. Whatever.
They're gonna make the possums cool by confirming their relationship. Oh, they're gonna introduce girl possums.
Oh man, it's
What?
gonna be like the who are those farting brothers or friends from South Park?
What?
The Farting Brothers?
I'm not gonna let you start talking about South Park. Well, speaking of
Their names are Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
speaking of animated movies, Will, this is the main reason we brought you on here.
Yes.
So
Yes!
it's kind of a known thing that is this even animated? Actually, I was about to say it's a known thing. Animation is cinema.
I actually don't know.
Well, anyway, they're making a Hello Neighbor movie.
Who is?
Is it Blumhouse?
Lionsgate.
It's
Blumhouse.
I know it's the same director, writer, I don't remember, of the FNAF movie. That's all I know.
Is that guy's
That's
whole
a sign of something?
that guy's whole future career just gonna be making like movies based on like children's horror properties forever? You think?
Oh yeah, keep an eye on the Poppy Playtime already confirmed feature film. He's got a paycheck incoming for that.
Good for him.
Okay, yeah, Tyler McIntyre, who is the same guy who wrote the FNAF
Tyler Oakley?
movie, yeah, is co-writing it with the
Sorry.
co-creator of the CEO of Hello Neighbor, CEO of Tiny Build. Hello Neighbor.
So what you're saying is
So-
basically Peak is meeting Kino.
Yes, that is exactly what I was trying to say and struggling to say.
So, Will, you have a relationship to Hello Neighbor. That's
do.
correct? We
A
understand that. You
relationship.
begged to be on our show this week because
The
of
moment
this news.
I fucking
specifically
saw
because
this
of
announcement, I was like, "Get me on!
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm ready, coach."
and yeah, when that happened, it's like, all right, I'll go get Will. So like, I drove up in the Starcast limo. We beat the shit out of Will.
Yeah, it was
And we
like a
asked
whole
him-
thing.
Yeah. And then he said yes, so we drew him out, and then we forgot to give him the time, so we had to like beat the shit out of him again, and then tell him, and then kick him out.
Yeah, it was
good time.
rough.
Good
Yeah,
no,
shit,
it was,
yeah,
it
good
was fun. It
times.
was fun.
Good
No, it was fun,
times.
Will. It was fun, Will.
Will, what is your opinion on the news topic that we're talking about right now?
Okay.
This is going to be the fucking funniest movie ever made.
You think so?
I think that this is going to
Oh,
be
don't be so
hilarious.
sad.
There's like no fucking way that they could like even try and communicate any of the insane shit that happens in that game within like a 2-hour time frame. 2
What
hours or
is this?
less.
What is the story of the Neighbor game? I don't even.
I can't
I didn't-
fucking tell you that. I'd be here for so
Can't?
long.
You've played the game. You can recap.
No,
it. You can-
okay, so where do I even fucking start? Okay, so there's the neighbor, right?
That's the neighbor,
What's his name?
His name is Theodore Masters Peterson.
aka Mr. Peterson.
Yes, aka Mr. Peterson. He's a theme park architect. He makes rides.
I pay attention.
But a lot of people started dying on his rides. And then
Really?
he moved to America, and then his wife died in a car crash. And
He's an immigrant.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You got a problem with that?
No, I didn't know that about him. I just had it interesting.
Oh,
And then
man.
his wife
No, it's
died
fine, I
in a
just-
car crash, and then his daughter got shoved off of the roof of his house by his son, and then she died. And so he put his son in the basement so that he would never be in danger ever.
Okay.
Yeah, and also there's a cult somewhere in there.
So, but like, what is it about, really? I mean, you can rattle off all the plot points and the events of the story, but what does Hello Neighbor mean to you as a narrative? I know that's take your time. I mean, it's a pretty open-ended question. But, we're here celebrating 13 years of Hello Neighbor mania, and we just want to take a moment to really appreciate all the things that this great franchise has done for us, the fans. You know, that's what this is really about, the fans.
Yeah?
Did someone talk?
This is on Will. What do you?
Yeah.
Here's my vision, right?
Okay.
It's like I want it to be like reverse Home Alone.
Okay.
I wanted
Dude.
Reverse Home Alone. Did you watch the Home Alone like 7 that released like a year ago?
I didn't.
Yeah, I can't.
I wanted that
I
to be
can't
Reverse
believe.
Home Alone.
I can't believe someone hasn't seen Home Alone 7.
That's crazy. But I wasn't even sure what I wanted this movie to be, but I just thought about it for more than like 5 seconds. I was like, Reverse Home Alone. It's perfect. They literally have like a golden idea that's just on a silver platter, and they're definitely not going to take it.
But I'm a little worried though. If they spend so much time on like the Home Alone type hijinks, will there be time for the lore?
Yeah, that's what it all really boils down to. Is the lore is very deep in the Hello Neighbor franchise.
You could have kind of like a deep expository sequence near the very end where Mr. Peterson is like walking around the room and the kids are all like restrained, and he starts giving off his entire backstory, like, oh, I was raised in the country and I had a bunch of roller coasters and people died in the roller coasters. I mean, you just did it for us here just now.
he needs to do his like Doofenshmirtz backstory.
Yes.
Back
really
in
did.
Game Stoop.
Okay.
Is Mr. Peterson, is he like a sympathetic character? Like,
Kind of.
is the thing where it's like the kids are like, it's kind of like the old guy in Home Alone where it's like, oh, he's scary and he like kills people, but then they find out, you know, he has like a good heart and he has a good reason.
Well, here's the
for
thing:
what he
Mr.
does.
Peterson never kills anyone. He just kidnaps them,
Right.
and it's
And-
usually for the express purpose of keeping them safe
Yeah. See,
in a
there,
very
that's-
heavy-handed way.
So who's like the true villain? Who's like the William Afton behind this all? Who emerges from the shadows?
Well, it's funny that
And-
you say the shadows. There's a literal shadow monster in
There's
the
an
Hello
entity?
Neighbor one. Yeah, there's an entity. It's literally they put an entity in Hello Neighbor. Wait, what? So they're saying. I forgot what it was fucking called. Hello Neighbor.
You know what? You're saying this to me.
Shadow Man.
There's an entity in Hello Neighbor, and like
It's literally named. It's literally named The Thing.
All right. The placeholder is called.
Sorry, I just real quick. You're telling me now like Hello Neighbor has like this like backrooms entity type character, and I'm just sitting here like, of course it does. Like, why did
It's
why-
got two of them. It's got The Thing and it's got the guest, but the guest is actually kind of low-key
guest?
awesome with it.
Is
the-
the guest
the
like
guest
the
is like-
concierge from the Bravest Warriors? Sorry, that's a reference no one's gonna get. I don't know why I even went for it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's voiced by Eric Bauza. You know, moving on.
See, but what this really all boils down to is
Yes, please.
are
please,
they going to try and cover like all of the Hello Neighbor story in one movie, or are we going to get a trilogy?
Can you imagine the boldness to like make a Hello Neighbor movie and assume you're gonna get another one?
Because you see, you get Hello Neighbor 1, and then like that's fine, but there's also Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek,
Well, okay.
which is the prequel.
Yeah, of
Well-
course.
Will, what is your fan casted vision? Okay, first like fan casting. Can we get like a quick fan casting route off first? Because
Well,
I want to see what your vision for the potential of this budding new, exciting new franchise venture could be.
Yeah,
I
and
feel like
you have to
Nick
remember.
Nick Offerman as the neighbor is like perfect. Like they have to do that.
You have to
Okay,
remember.
okay.
You have to remember. Will is Nick Offerman going to be ready for Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek like you said?
Oh, true.
Yeah, he's gotta be-
Well, no,
You got to
here's
sign
the
on
thing.
someone who's ready to play ball with this franchise.
No. Here's the thing: is that Mr. Peterson is actually not like present in Hide and Seek like at all. It's
made
a
it-
prequel where you play.
They're making Neighbor games without Neighbor. Oh my god!
They're trying to make it.
Yeah, the neighbor stand-in is so it's a prequel where you play as the neighbor's daughter and playing hide and seek with the neighbor's son.
neighbor's
and
son.
the neighbor's son is the neighbor of that game, and also he shoves her off of the roof at the end of it. Spoiler, sorry. I know you guys are really excited to play Hello
Michael
Neighbor Hide and
Afton?
Seek.
So Michael
Well,
Neighbor,
sorry.
Michael Peterson,
Yeah.
the son of the.
Son of man.
Hold on, I care about this. So,
Yeah.
so what do you envision for like a trilogy? What is the franchise potential? Because we kind of discussed before the Five Nights at Freddy's movies came out, like sort of like the ways like they could sort of expand that story.
Yeah.
Where do you think Hello Neighbor could go? Blumhouse's Hello Neighbor.
Well, here it's very interesting because I feel like the Hello Neighbor games have like a very like there's a very like strange progression to like the story, where it's like they start with the Hello Neighbor, and then you go back in time. Then that's not even the sequel game. The sequel game is actually Hello Neighbor 2, which is forward in time, but also I forgot.
They just did like the same shit. They just so what you're saying is they just did the same shit as Five Nights at Freddy's, basically.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I think the thing we need to come to the conclusion here is like this is Blumhouse. Like the movie's gonna end with like the neighbor's gonna like be knocked out and like he's gonna wake up in front of like Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And he's like, hey, I like it here.
Is it confirmed that it's Blumhouse?
I don't know, actually.
I keep saying that. The
keep
freaking fake Nick Offerman picture has Universal on it, so I'm just gonna run with that.
Freddy Fazbear, huh? I like the sound of it.
It looks like it's currently not attached to any specific studio.
That's a great sign.
But it does have the guy. It does have the guy who wrote the FNAF movie working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think any studio?
I'm sure someone will pick
Yeah,
this up.
that's right. Do you think any studio's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, man, we'll take it"?
No, this will be just like the kick in the seat the Hello Neighbor franchise needs.
No, here,
13 years from now.
Proposition,
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, and then they put Mr. Peterson in Multiverses. It could happen. This is how it could happen. Oh my god.
That could
think
be.
so?
I just cracked the code. It has to happen now.
Okay.
Look, imagine the dialogue.
Multiverses needs this. Multiverses needs Hello Neighbor.
Imagine the dialogue could be like when he's fighting Freddy, be like, "I'd hate to have you as my neighbor with your big treehouse." Like that.
I'd hate to have you
it's
as
funny
my
that
neighbor.
it's funny that you say that because the Hello Neighbor 2, the house across the street, which belongs to the family of the protagonist of Hello Neighbor 1, does have a treehouse in it.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's actually true.
Oh, this treehouse reminds me of a different treehouse I've seen.
I could be making this shit up and you guys would have no idea, and I think that's beautiful.
Well, I cannot stress this enough. I can literally not stress this enough. You could tell me like Hello Neighbor has something called like the chomper, and it's like a big like plastic ball with like flesh inside that like eats little kids inside his basements, and I'll be like, yeah, oh whoa, really cool. I believe anything you tell me about this series.
No, Will, the only problem with that premise is that I don't believe that you could lie about such a beloved franchise.
It's true. It's true. I would like shrivel up and die immediately if I told a lie
Yeah.
about Hello Neighbor specifically.
Mr. Neighbor would find you.
I can't have that happen.
Yeah.
Not after all I've been through with Mr. Peterson, my friend and associate.
Everything we've been through.
I think they need to rush this movie out. Like they need to rush it out. So like the Bendy movie, and the FNAF movie, like the second one, could all drop at once, and we get an overwhelming amount of these like movies at once, and then like it just crashes the market completely.
That would be like best case scenario. I'm not gonna lie.
Just instantly crash the market.
Wait, dude, I just had an idea.
Yeah.
You know how they got the Living Tombstone Five Nights at Freddy's song for the credits?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where this is going.
What if they got one of the FGTV Hello Neighbor songs for the credits of the Hello Neighbor movie?
Can you sing one of those for us?
No, I don't remember any of them.
Okay. That would be awesome if one of the FG signifier songs for Hello Neighbor was in the movie.
It could happen.
What if he's in the movie too? Like in the same way Matt Powers in the FNAF movie, like he was in the Neighbor movie, going like, that neighbor's really crazy.
Okay, because in the FNAF movie, Matt Pat shows up, the whole audience cheers. I'm really like, I'm tickled imagining the cameo in the Hello Neighbor movie comes up, and like the whole theater is just dead silent. Oh,
that'd be really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, assuming anyone's in there. I mean,
I'll be there. I will be there no matter what.
I think it's gonna be like one of those instances where like the movie like pauses for applause a bit, and like it like expects the audience to be like clapping a little bit.
Oh, Hello Neighbor audience reaction.
Oh my god. Wait.
Just like people coughing and slurping and eating nachos. Silence.
And then, like,
Now, what I want to know about the Hello Neighbor movie is it going to follow the canon of the games, or is it going to follow the canon of the animated series?
I think it's going to follow its own unique canon that doesn't override anything from the games, but serves as its own tentpole to give us a perspective on the larger story as a whole.
I think that you are so fucking smart, and that everyone should do that.
What is that voice you were
Thank
just
you.
doing?
Oh, I think it would be awesome if the
That's like
Hello
almost
Neighbor
Zom-Om.
movie. Oh wow, sandwich!
Rosa,
That was like so
Wow.
close to Zom-Om that it was scary.
Rosa, can I
I
ask?
think I could do a mean Zom-Om.
Rosa, are you excited for the Neighbor movie? Rosa?
She's playing like video games right now.
Rosa, are you
She's
there?
a lost cause.
Yeah.
Before we started, Rosa was asking us if she was allowed to, like, you know, that web fishing game. She was asking us if she could play that while we're streaming and like have like a live stream of her playing it in the corner. And we just kind of had to say, like, you can't be that checked out from this live. Like, we can't do that for you. I'm
I've
sorry.
been playing
And
Minecraft this whole time.
I mean, hey, that's fine, you know. Minecraft is awesome.
The like,
I don't know
the like
what's wrong with me
contempt in
today.
your voice.
No, I like Minecraft. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little tired. I've been at it. I've been running around. I was on the airplane yesterday.
Oh damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that later in the show if Rosa ever returns from freaking painting her figurines while playing like an idle game and then re-rolling on her gotchas. It's like saying like, no, I have to stay up. This is a timed event. I have to do this right now.
You're being like, no, I'm stopping you. Now you're like,
What?
Now
Is this
you're,
what she-
now you're like bullying.
Where is she? Where is she to defend herself, Ryan?
I don't
Where
know.
is she?
Maybe her dad called her.
We'll see. We'll ask her. We'll ask her about her dad when she comes
All
back.
will be revealed in the next episode of Ready to Start the Podcast.
So everyone, people in chat kept bringing this up. Do you think they're gonna go? This is a replica of Andy's room in the movie.
It's hard to say because like that, if throwing a bone to the fans like that does sound like something that Tiny Build would do. But is it maybe a little too niche? You know, that's what I'm wondering.
This is a replica of Andy. Well, they put that damn dog in the FNAF movie.
They did.
That's
So
true.
everything's on the table here.
Yeah.
Nothing is off the table.
Nothing's off
Especially when it's the
limits.
same writer.
It's going to be rated NC-17. Anything is possible.
Yup.
I'm certain.
You know,
certain of it.
all the kids in the theater for the Hell Neighbor movie better step aside because this one is for us. This one's for the longtime fans. You should be like that. Well, you should be one of those people.
I could. It would be really funny to do that because I did not fucking play a single Hello Neighbor game until like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Is there anything?
Any
No,
more?
that's it.
Any more? No, hold on. I ask our guests. You have any thoughts on the Neighbor movie?
I have a question
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Ryan,
Yeah.
when the movie comes out, can I fly over to your house and we go see it together?
Yeah. I'd be up for that.
Yes!
We can go see the Neighbor movie together.
Yes!
We can be the only two people in the theater on the opening night. And we're gonna ask for our tickets to the Hello Neighbor movie, and like the ticket person's gonna look at us like, really?
Yeah.
I mean, Will, what else are you gonna do? Is that all you're gonna do there?
Yeah,
Ryan,
I'm gonna
is
go
there, like,
home
anything
right
else
after.
to do where you live?
We could just see the Neighbor movie like over and over again. We could just kind of
We could do that because there's going to be like loads of like hidden lore and Easter eggs and stuff like
That's
that.
true. That's true. You have
We're gonna have
you'll
to- that's gonna be
dissect
a
it
movie.
frame by frame.
Yeah, that's the kind of
You know?
movie that you have to watch not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times.
We're like finally gonna be like in a theater with other people at some point, and like we're gonna me and Will be like up on like the floor, like pointing at things for like the kids in the audience. Like, okay, do you see that? That's the entity from the game.
Yeah,
Do you
you should
see
bring like
him?
a laser pointer.
That's the thing from Hello Neighbor.
And the kids are like clapping for us, like the moms and the dads, like, did someone do
Wait,
something?
can we pause the projector on this frame here? Can we pause the projector? You should get someone like in the projector working with you on that.
Does it have a release date yet? Hell no.
Sorry about that.
Where'd you go?
It's and stuff. I had to handle something quickly at home. Sorry about that.
Oh, look at that
you
seep.
actually-
Look at that seep. She was doing something at home and not playing a gacha game, like I said, because you have no trust in your casting partners, and you trust Eggman more than you trust me.
Whoa! Tails, don't you realize it takes a baby?
But go on, Rosa.
Uh,
Eggman, you bite.
Sorry, Rosa,
And,
go on.
It's kind of just a nothing thing for me when to hear about like the Neighbor movie. It's just weird. Like Tiny Belt was like built out as like Neighbor being like a unique game and all that. He was like, oh, we're gonna take in Yandere them, and then he fell out, and then it's just like, yeah, their game
Wait.
was okay.
Were they gonna?
Oh my god, wait, I forgot.
They were gonna publish Yandere Sim.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
they
were.
like they were gonna help with development of the game, and then
That's
They
the most.
hired like a programmer to try and help.
That's the
and then,
most
like,
insane thing I've heard about this franchise ever. I think.
yeah,
Yup.
it was gonna be Domination was gonna be under the Tiny Belt name, but like because Yandere Sim being Yandere Sim, well, it fucked up because he told, hey, look, this is how you code properly. It's like, fuck you, I hate you, kill yourself.
Yeah, Yandere Dev did not react kindly to being told how to actually program shit.
So what you're
Right,
saying
you-
is there won't be any Yandere Sim Easter eggs or references in this movie.
Unfortunately, no.
It only does on his game. So if he like finished the game, no one would want to play it. That's his thought process.
Mr. Peterson's gonna have no references to Yandere Sim in his multiverses dialogue. He's not gonna go.
Fuck.
He's not gonna go up to Harley Quinn and be like,
Wait.
you're kind of a Yandere. Am I right?
Wait. Hold on, there's still a chance. There could be a crossover in upcoming game Hello Neighbor 3, which also got announced.
Hello, Threeber.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll hand it.
'Cause he
You know?
played-
No, hold on. I'm gonna hand it to Hello Neighbor real quick. It took him like 10 years to get the third game. But Apple's on that third game like 3 years in. Hello Neighbor is taking its time. Okay, they're playing the long con here. They're quality over quantity is what I always say.
Yup.
Awesome.
I'm always
That-
saying this
that's
about
fine,
Hello
really.
Neighbor.
Yeah, Hello Neighbor took their time to make like the best mechanics ever. They had so
I'm
many good
glad.
ideas, and he knew they're like, this is a good idea. Let's work with this. It's like, let's stick to this idea. And
Hey,
even-
Sony, take notes next time you want to make Concord.
I need Hello Neighbor to be part of the culture war discourse.
Yes.
It's something on the idea of like alt-right grifters like having to start pretend they really like Hello Neighbor because like for
Yeah.
whatever reason it's really funny
I don't think they
conceptually.
I don't think alt-right grifters ever like anything. I don't think they don't even like.
Well, they
the
pretend to
people
like
the other way.
things. Is the point? You know, they have
No,
to.
If they like anything, then they'll think they're like left, they're far left. Like, oh no, I like living.
No. You need your sort of your heroes of media that prove like
heroes
this is
of
when
media.
This is what happens. This is the success you find when you break the woke formula.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they have to introduce like a beautiful, sexy anime woman to like Hello Neighbor.
Yeah. They
Right.
could do that.
That can
A
actually
strong
happen.
It could
white
happen.
male character.
And wait, it
And
all
just
loops back to
sexy,
Yandere
beautiful.
Simulator.
Oh my
This is
god,
how-
that
this is
was
how
like
it's
the
gonna-
missing. That was the missing piece of the puzzle. He's incomplete without his queen. Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking
Doesn't,
die, bro.
Save the West.
doesn't he have a wife in the games or something?
No, we need.
She's dead.
Okay.
We need an epic yandere like Japanese school character. You know that would really that would speak to the values of the West.
Values.
I think. Yeah.
Okay. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, it would be cool, Ryan.
And
Next
she
topic.
could be in Neighbor 3 alongside Neighbor Trap.
I
Neighbor Trap.
wasn't kidding about Hello Neighbor 3, by the way. They're actually making that.
I know that.
No, I
Yeah.
believe you will. Well, I know that you don't lie about.
I
these
would
things.
never lie about Hello Neighbor, but I want to make sure that the audience knows that I'm deathly serious. That they are
Yeah, we
making
need, like,
Hello
a-
Neighbor 3, and that's a threat.
Do we need like a truth disclaimer, like journalistic disclaimer of what like this is a journalism moment? What we're saying is true. We need to indicate when we're joking or not. I think.
The fan art potential, dude.
Saying that, that's like a phantom voice.
It's the Phantom. Like I said,
Phantom Thomas?
I said this on Discord and other places. You know, Tommy isn't just a character; it's like an energy.
Tommy's an
Okay.
idea.
The idea,
entity?
an entity, yeah.
Tommy's the idea, Vivian's the person.
There we
They
go.
made Tommy into an entity. Wait, what?
Well, you
We
know,
talk about multiverses.
well, do you want to? Do you have anything exciting to say about it?
What?
You sounded so
good.
gung. Yeah, we can go to it. You sounded so gung ho.
Well, you know, putting aside Hello Neighbor the movie,
Yeah.
another huge piece of cartoon video game media news.
Let's force faces with this. We don't talk about this game when it gets updated that much. We're only talking about this because there's an Adventure Time character in it. Like that's the only reason this is going to end this bracket. Let's make this so clear. Let's make this so clear. I don't care about Raven at all, like even a little bit. We're just talking about this because our character from the cartoon we like is in this.
Nazria, Fentanyl, Synthos.
There's too many Terra Strong characters in this game. This is the third one.
Whoa.
No more Terra Strong characters. They gotta.
Who's the second one?
She's Harley Quinn. She's Bubbles, and she's Raven now.
Bubbles. I forgot about freaking Boobos.
You're gonna be
We
sorry
talk
when
about
they
this
finally
game
add Timmy Turner to Multiverses.
Cosmo, Wanda, I wish everyone in this room has no rights.
So-
Not me.
Okay, Timmy.
Multiverses for those everybody. Multiverses, for those who don't know, is a video game made by a guy named Tony, and he made this game to cross over all your favorite universes. So Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck is not well. Those are no Bugs Bunny. Who else is in this game?
Rain Dog.
Arya Stark, Rain Dog. They're all clashing and fighting, and they just added 16 new characters to the game. Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
I don't think they had 16. I think it was 2.
Are they playable?
Raven is playable. Marceline will be playable in December.
Oh. Okay.
So I guess like
So the only one we want to talk about is the one who isn't playable.
yeah, but
well,
there's stuff to talk about. Like we know a good
Okay.
amount about her.
Yeah. Tell what. Give me the rundown. Give me the business, Ryan.
I guess one of the interesting things about this game is that I think a lot of people I've seen from like I gleaned online are like, why is Adventure Time getting like a 4th character? Because they also had Banana Guard. That doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Just real quick, that doesn't even count. Like it's like if they had like Goomba to like smash, like, well, that's another Mario character for the board. That doesn't count. That doesn't damn count.
That's like asking why they put Mr. Krabs in Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
I think people that are very online. This is funny to say. Maybe this is funny to say. I don't think people really grasp how popular Adventure Time is. Like, it's like a 4th Adventure Time character before Ben 10, dude.
Before GTA 6.
But it's like,
No, yeah.
I think the thing people need to get, and maybe this is like removing all bias here. I think Adventure Time is maybe unquestionably the most popular or like top 3 most popular Cartoon Network shows ever, and more importantly, it has better legs, I think, than a lot of Cartoon Network shows. It's been going for about over 10 years now, and it's also successfully transferred to like an adult cartoon now. So it kind of has a much bigger grasp than like Powerpuff Girls, which is like also popular, for example, but like hasn't really gotten to have that generational kind of expansion. I would say like it kind of
Well, not yet, at least.
not yet at least. It kind of peaked in the 90s. It hasn't really recovered
Right.
like in a way since. Whereas Adventure Time has now spanned like 3 characters, and more than anything, I guess is a testament. 3 characters, 3 generations, like multiple generations, and I think that's an interesting testament to like how popular it is. So yeah, Marceline makes sense to add. They should also add Bubblegum and Ice King. I don't give a shit. Give them like 6 characters.
Yeah.
Make out.
Marceline's the most obvious one to add. Like, it's only, I would only say it's only remotely weird she's here because they had Banana Guard first, but like, Banana Guard was a character they made in a weekend. So, like,
Yeah.
It kind of goes to show like what character they know will like get attention at the right time. So it's like, all right, we need Marceline for the Christmas season.
well, here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there was eternal delays because they're doing a season right now with 2 spooky girl characters, and it's releasing near Christmas, like right after like their Halloween season. So it's like, I wonder if
Right.
something internally got delayed.
Yeah, we
No.
can only speculate. But yeah, Marceline, she's a character. She has powers. She kicks butt. She has a youthful voice actress. So it's really a no-brainer. I feel like Olivia Olson is kind of like she's kind of like one of the biggest public voices of the show, I feel.
No, yeah, she, I mean, like, back in the day, if you want an easy example, she was always the one going to cons and be like, I wonder if Marceline and Bubblegum were dating. Like, she was always the one doing that at cons and shit. Like,
Right.
she's always been
Yeah.
very involved with, like, she's only like on 2 cartoons, really, and she's really involved in both of them, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I don't really know what much to say. I mean,
Well, I'd send you some of them. We have all our voice lines, and we can glean a few things from them.
yeah.
He really fucking hates Morty from Rick and Morty. She has
Thank
like
God.
she has like 10 voice lines where she goes, "Good job, you fuck up," like kind of energy to him. Like she's like so mean to him, and she's not like that towards anyone else really. Like she kind of playfully calls Fit a goody 2 shoes like in one line, but like that's it really. She's like otherwise pretty amicable towards him. Like she more for the most part, she talks like how Marceline would talk, but like in a Multiverses way. But for some reason, like she like fucking hates Morty. Just so many lines like, "Heh, good job, you wimp. You idiot, you dumbass. No wonder your grandpa shoves you around, you moron."
Wow.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
like- No. Why do you think that is? Morty specifically. Because it feels like they often pick specific, like, I guess, crossover matchups for the dialogue a lot of the time.
There's like a lot of Finn and
Like,
Garnet like dialogue is
right.
one that comes to mind.
Marceline and Morty, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know. She has like 2 with Steven where she's like very kind to him, like, "Oh, you're kind of nice," you know, like, "Oh, like you're a sweet kid. You're a sweet kid." She's got like 3 with like Wonder Woman, where she's like, "Oh, you're so cool, Wonder Woman. It's so cool to fight alongside you." And she talks to Finn and Jake, like, "Oh, you're Finn and Jake. You're my buddies and all that." And like with Morty, it's like, "You stupid idiot. You pushover. You absolute
What does she say?
sauceless
She
bastard."
doesn't say all that though. What does
It's-
she actually say?
I don't know the exact line. She says something like, "No wonder your grandpa pushes you around," or something like that. Like that's one of them.
That's like a crazy thing for Marceline to say.
What did she say to Rick?
I don't think she says anything to Rick.
It's probably because
That's crazy.
It's probably because Morty was voiced by Justin Roiland. She's probably talking to Roiland.
I don't know if
Oh, okay.
Wasn't
Maybe
Rick
if you
also
compare
voiced by
yourself-
Justin Roiland?
Yes.
yeah, and neither of them are in the game.
Oh man, what if it's like she knows it? Like, oh man, they sound like the Bagana. They sound like Lemongrass. I fucking hate that guy.
Does she hate Lemon? She's pretty neutral towards Lemon Grab, I would say on the whole.
I would hate him too if I talked to him more than like 10 seconds.
Well, I don't
No,
know.
that's her girlfriend's son. She has to be kind of nice. She's kind of nice to him in the Minecraft episode, I think.
That's really funny because I was about to bring it up. She is specifically kind of nice to him in the Minecraft episode they did.
I think that's the only time they interact.
I was like, just think, you know, it's probably just. I think it's just the problem with Morty. That's it.
There's
Morty's the problem.
there is one really kind of like, I guess not super strange, but like moment of pause kind of line she has. She says, I don't know who she says this to. She just says like, hey, did Finn ever tell you that he used to have a crush on my girlfriend? And it's like, I had a moment when she said that, like, I don't think the show, like, ever comments on that, ever. Like, we don't know how Marceline felt about that whole situation ever, and it made me think, like, how do you think, like, the 2 weeks where Bubblegum turned, like, 13, had, like, a baby brain, like, felt for Marceline? Was that, like, really weird for her? Like, the show doesn't tell you anything about how she was doing around that time. Was that, like, super weird for her? Like, see, like, her ex-girlfriend?
You brought this up before,
be, like,
and I
12.
think I just kind of wondered, like, maybe she doesn't even know. Like, maybe she found that out later. That's kind of what I've thought. Because they weren't really on close terms at that point. Like, that happened before the music door.
Yeah.
What was missing episode, right? So she probably didn't even. I don't know if she even knew. Maybe she didn't even know.
Busy doing shit.
I think it's because Morty is like the Meg of Rick and Morty. Well, now we have to ask: would Marceline be mean to Meg? Would she be like Lisa? Would she be like Lisa in the Simpsons crossover, where she gives Meg her bass and she goes, "You can play it," and then Peter breaks the bass because he's a bad father towards Meg.
Sure.
This says a lot about our society.
Does it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I guess oh, go on.
I was gonna comment on. I think her design looks. It's the way they do the hands on the Adventure Time characters is very strange looking.
I get you. Game. No, I get what you mean. Yeah. I think they're generally kind of weird looking. I think Marceline's the best of the ones they've done, but they all look kind of weird.
I think just because it's a fighting game, they want to emphasize their like fists or whatever. Because in the show, they have like very noodly, like their hands don't really, stick out compared to their arms. I don't know. That's my commentary.
No, I get what you mean. I think her like render they did like the pre-rendered one looks really good, but I do agree like her in-game model. Like I'll put the full render on screen. Like the full render looks really good. But like her in-game model is a bit wonky. But I think that's the case for a lot of Multiverses characters, to be honest. She has a few like skins leaked. There's like the one from What Was Missing, which is like no duh, they were gonna add that fucking one. That's like the look they give her on like the Funko Pops and shit. Ones
where like they asked?
Yes. So if you're not aware, we've pretty much known Marceline was gonna be in this game for like a year now because the director of the game just tweeted one day like, "Hey guys, this means nothing. But if Marceline was in the game, would you want her default to be the red shirt or the gray shirt?"
That's a really funny way to like give away a character. I'm not gonna lie. It'd
just be like if like Sakurai tweeted one day, "Hey guys, if Waluigi was in Smash, would you want the default to be his tennis outfit or his regular outfit? I'm not saying anything, but I'm just curious."
Yeah.
And then she also has the outfit from. Go on.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say she had the outfit from Obsidian, which she breaks up with Bubblegum in the past. That's kind of a funny one to pick.
Right.
Oh, that's kind of rockin'.
It's a cool outfit.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask when the Simpsons Death Note characters got on screen.
I looked at Sprite Resource like half a second. And I saw them. And I put them on screen. That's the story here.
That's great. This because the screen is not filled up enough.
No, not at all. Yeah. No. So there is one more thing. This is so dumb. This is silly. All I would think about. Like, here's the thing about Multiverses. I play it. I don't think it's very good, but like I'm a little fascinated with it, and I like just being the friend in the group. I like being the friend in the group that like knows stuff about this game specifically because I just think it's funny. It's like fine enough. Like I don't hate playing it, but like I don't play it like every day or whatever. But I think
not on that grind.
No, but
unless your name is Ray.
Ray Reviewer from the Discord plays this game every day. God bless his soul. So they did this thing like a while back, clarifying from like what specific points in the timeline the characters are from in this game. There's a few weird ones. Like Velma in this game is Velma from a hypothetical canceled Scooby-Doo show, for example.
Yes.
Finn and Jake are from like right before Islands, is what they said. I think, and it has to be like before Susan Strong broke his fucking arm off.
Well,
and then like I think Garden and Steven are like early, like mid-show Gardens. Like they clarified a bunch of these for some reason. I don't know why they did that. Marceline actually like plays that knowledge for some reason. She has a really weird line where she goes, I wonder if the Finn and Jake here are from a Finn and Jake for somewhere else in the timeline.
what?
She said something like that. And then also her dialogue says that like she's dating Bubblegum and that Simon is around. So this has to be a Marceline from after the show ended. So there's the very specific fact that they're playing into that Finn and Jake are from like later in the show, but Marceline's from after it ended specifically.
Do you think that's just so they can say she's dating Princess Bubblegum?
You know what? If that's the reason, I like kneel to Multiverses. This game is gay representation.
I think that might be the main reason, because it feels weird if you're like, we're writing the characters of this universe from a specific like timeline perspective. Because now it's like, if they add Ice King, you know, you're gonna have the Finn, Jake, Ice King, and then the Marceline and Bubblegum kind of schism in the timeline here. Maybe they should have Finn and Jake and Ice King be from side quests, the upcoming spin-off that takes place during the first season of Adventure Time.
They should have Ice King from like season 1 specifically, and they like direct Tom Kenny to kind of do a season 1 delivery, like a bit more, so you know it's season 1.
Awesome.
So
that would be for the
season.
fans.
What if they added Bubblegum?
Fans would love that.
They had Bubblegum, but it was like season 2 Bubblegum, and she was like really hostile towards Marceline. It was like really upsetting.
And Marceline was like, I don't understand. Why are you acting like that?
I love you, babe. What's going on?
Yeah.
This is some Guardians of the Galaxy. This is some Guardians of the Galaxy 3S shit happening right now.
Are you mad?
True.
Are you mad at me?
What?
That's Marceline the whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
she would say that.
It is interesting. Like every line she has about Bubblegum, she like always clarifies it's her girlfriend Bubblegum. Like
my girlfriend, Princess Bubblegum.
Which is I guess
so woke. They're injecting wokeness.
You know what?
God damn it! Not again! I can't take it anymore. Everything's too woke.
You know how you can play this game with like a no swears mode?
Yes.
What if like they should have like a wokeness toggle, right? Because they're adding so many like LGBT women characters in this game.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm not saying it's getting a little overbearing for me.
There's like four gay women in this game now. There's Marceline, Velma, Garnet, and Harley Quinn. There's two woke now. They got added heterosexual. No, Black Adam. Black Adam's the heterosexual man representation.
Black Adam.
Black Adam sweep yet again, baby.
There's gonna be a Pride Month event in this game at some point. There's like skins data mine for that. And there's usually like little single players.
Never happened?
No, I think it got delayed. I honestly think they wanted to wait till they had Marceline in the game to do it.
Okay.
So I think you know they usually have like a kind of like a single player mode to go alongside like these themed skins. I think they should have a Pride Month themed like Rift. That's what they're called. And I think we should get to like know how all the characters feel in the LGBT community. Like I really want to like get into like what Iron Giant feels about gay people.
Oh, yeah. There would be like a homophobic like lesson learning kind of plot, and Rain Dog has to be the mediator. You know?
Yeah.
Wait, this is the perfect opportunity to add Ruby Rose.
Oh my god!
He's gonna go up to Marceline and Bubblegum and be like, "We're all so happy for you."
And then Marceline's like, "Who's this bitch?"
And Rain Dog will be like, "Ruby Rose, you acting ugly. We're running, don't you, Runner?" I hope Scooby's in the game at that point, so he could be at the Pride Month event.
Right, I'm imagining Scooby would be in the game by that point. Like that's that's why you delayed this event.
Can I go on a bit of a tangent about the game's modding scene?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Okay. I haven't looked at it recently, but back then I was looking at modding scene and people were like going at it, literally adding Cloud Strife. I remember that one of the a character that had like the most amount of character mods was Shaggy, and I feel like it was because he has the most simplest mechanics in the game.
Yeah, it's the same reason Mario has the most like mods in Smash. Like it's
That's
just
not true. Actually, it's Joker that has the most.
Is it Joker now?
Yeah.
Let me check Game Banana to make sure you're right. I need to make sure.
Maybe it changed recently, but
I think it might.
What,
Well,
are you
I
on
think.
the pulse of this, William?
Yeah, Will does Smash modding a lot. It might actually be Steve now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Multiverses, Joker.
Oh no.
That was a huge point of confusion.
Okay.
oh my
Both
god!
these
Wait,
games,
everyone,
the
shut
character
up!
named Joker.
Everyone, shut
Yeah?
up! Someone is making a Xena over Bayonetta mod.
Xena the Zeddy?
Yes, Xena the Zeddy.
Xena the Zeddy over Bayonetti.
Okay, real quick
40%
That's
finished.
huge.
to give you an update.
That's huge.
Joker has 260. Mario has 279. So Mario is barely winning.
Oh, okay.
But real quick,
Oh.
I want to check Steve. Steve has 195. Never mind. I thought he had more because he's so easy. Just put your fucking Minecraft skin on.
You'd think you would have more because it's a lot. They could just make a bunch of mods. They're like, here's my Minecraft skin.
I think
Yeah.
he already made a mod that just does that.
Yeah,
Like, you could just put up
it
your
hasn't
own?
worked for a while. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Oh.
I remember they done that for like Gmod back then.
Uh-huh.
I remember when like people cared about normal boots before they all like shut their beds. I remember it was like, oh, I could like put in the normal boots guys Minecraft skins. Like, yeah, look, I'm Jonathan before he sits over racist.
Like I'm John Tron's Minecraft hardcore skin.
It's Donald
Yeah.
Duck.
What are you talking about? Why are you talking about freaking peanut butter gamer ass Minecraft hardcore
Can we talk
videos?
about? Can we have
It
like a
was like-
debate about Overwatch, Velma,
What?
Raven?
Okay, you want to talk about this? You said specifically.
I just want to gauge public opinion. on
Okay,
this.
Seep says that Raven in this game looks Overwatchy, and I get where he's coming from, but I'm not sure I
I'm right.
fully agree. I want to. We can put
Just
this on
put her on
screen.
screen.
I'm putting it on
That
screen.
was the first thing I thought, that they Overwatched her, because this is an Overwatch core game. Like they already Overwatched Velma. That's where Overwatch Velma comes from. It comes from this game. Well, no, it doesn't. It comes from
because
Scoop,
it's going
right?
to Scoop. Show respect to your elders.
Okay. But they carried on the legacy of Overwatch Velma, I'd say.
I like her hair, but I think that just the way they sculpt her is what gives it the Overwatch look.
This
She
game.
just has just the Overwatch face.
I
I imagine her smirking and like being in Source Filmmaker video.
I think what it is. How do I word this? This and Overwatch are very like ZBrush model games. That's the best way I can put it.
Exactly. It's that sculpting, the way they use ZBrush and all that shit.
That really does look like Overwatch.
It's
Hey,
a-
it does look
like,
like
it-
Overwatch. That's what I'm saying.
It's based on like there's just the basic DC Raven, but like look at her in game. Put up her in game thingy.
I got a
That's
picture
an
of her.
especially Overwatch look.
Okay.
I reckon.
Here, I'm getting an up close
She's got like an
personal
Overwatch
picture of
nose
her.
and mouth.
There we go. Here's one where she's making. Dude, I can't wait till they have Beast Boy this game and he goes Ray Ray. Sorry. It'd be awesome when he goes crack-a-lack and Ray Ray.
You love it when white
think-
bullies say shit.
It is interesting that they opted for a generalized Raven. But I guess like all the DC characters are kind of like that, so she's in line with that.
All the DC characters in this game, and the reason they do it, I think, is all the DC characters are the kind of like general versions of them, and what they usually do is like they sell skins of like the more iconic versions of these characters. Like there's like a Batman. There's like a Batman animated series version of like every Batman character.
Oh my god, she
Right,
looks even
right.
more Overwatch in game. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
all right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
You
not
might-
wrong. I'm on
That's
to something.
Widowmaker.
You know what?
But it's fine.
Maybe I was so
saying.
focused on Marceline because I don't give a shit about Raven being in this game. I didn't even notice she was
Oh.
Overwatch.
She is.
There should be, like, a-
Overwatch.
How would like a Teen Titans Go themed skin be able to function? She should have. There should be like a back bling, you know,
Back bling.
of like a Teen Titans Go Raven. You
Okay.
know? Or maybe she should have like maybe like a taunt where maybe she's followed around by Teen Titans Go Beast Boy, and he's kind of like
Oh, he's insufferably horny about her, like in the cartoon.
Yes, exactly. He's her little tune man.
Oh, Ray, give me some of those leg action, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Jake the dog is just kind of like, I don't want to be here right now. Can I leave?
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of this anymore. Honeycap, awesome. Dude, what if Beast Boy was just a horrible pervert in this game and he commented on all the women being sexy and he was just the worst character ever.
Dude, that would be so funny.
Fighters of Teen Titans Go, circa 2013. No, he's a nice, wholesome boy who loves eating waffles with his best bro. He's not a horny freak. Well, he is, but no.
Well, do you have any other thoughts on our dear friend Marceline, the Vampire Queen?
God. Yeah.
They use her spoon like head design from like earlier in the show, which I think is kind of funny. But like that's the last I can really think of.
I like her spoon.
I like that. I think.
Yeah.
You know what? They should just add more Adventure Time characters. They had 6 more Adventure Time characters than Daffy Duck. No one else. This game doesn't need any more characters.
When the freak is Daffy Duck appearing in this dang video game?
Yeah, for real. Why has it been so long?
I don't. I really don't know. Like what the Looney Tunes picks in this game are so fucking weird, dude. Like Bugs Bunny, right? Like obviously. Marvin the Martian, maybe a bit of a weirder pick because like if you look at like classic shorts, he's actually not in them a ton. But you know, he's like very popular. He's very popular. Taz?
Yeah.
Taz is like 4 shorts and like peaked in the 90s. Why is he here over Daffy?
No, he's like the epic. He's on mugs and stuff. He's on Space Jam t-shirts.
Daffy, if they don't this game's gonna fucking die if they don't do like the Daffy Duck and Scooby-Doo season. Like that's gonna be the one like where like you you announce like you can buy every character in the game for like $20 and like Daffy Duck and Scooby are being added and like there's like a brand new
Multiverses Ultimate.
Like that's good. When you had Daffy Duck in the game, that's when you really start pushing like the stuff to save the game.
Right, yeah. It's like in case of emergency, break the Daffy glass.
Let the fucking duck out. Eric Bauza has recorded. He's like the only guy who keeps coming back with this game. They keep letting Eric Bauza come in and record new stuff for this game as like his characters. He's on the phone. Just call him and say, "We need you to do Daffy Duck right now. We need this game saved," and he'll do it. Eric Bauza will walk in and will do so many Daffy Duck lines, and the game will be saved.
It's literally just that easy.
They should just put Eric Bauza in the game.
Other level of production. Yeah, just 3D digital scan Eric Bauza. That'd be great. And he could like fight all his voice acting roles. Oh, he could do all his voices, and they could be like cheeky about like which ones they actually own. They'd sneak in like a what's the name of the duck? Sway Sway?
Sway Sway from Breadwinners?
The Badooz and or Sway Sway. I think it's Sway. I don't know which one he is.
Do a barrel roll, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe Red Goobler from Solar Opposites.
Really excited to play as Marceline in December and get her sweater outfit, and that'll be pretty cool. There's a few other things to talk about Multiverses, but I don't think everyone doesn't care. They did a few other things like to change the game.
Yeah, who cares?
But I think if I kept talking, if I keep talking about Multiverses like for any longer, that isn't about like list characters in any way, like listing character jokes, everyone's gonna fall asleep. So the last thing to talk about before we talk about, which is we're getting to these topics. The last thing to talk about before we get to like what we played this week and like questions and stuff. And speaking of Adventure Time, our dear friend Pen Ward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
Pen Ward has a new pilot airing soon. I need to double check the date real quick. It's gonna be on Adult Swim.
Okay.
I had it listed down, then I forgot it.
On Adult Swim. It's a pilot he's made with Jack Pendarvis, who also works on a lot of Adventure Time stuff.
It actually airs tonight at 4 a.m.
Oh.
So yeah,
at 4 a.m. Set your watches, everyone.
So let me just read the tweet I've seen. A new pilot, Mystery Cuddlers, premieres on Adult Swim tonight. It is Pen Ward and Jack Pendarvis. Both from Adventure Time and Summer Camp Island.
Yes.
We don't know much about it.
Yes.
I saw like some pictures of it somewhere. That I can't find like the pictures of the pilot again. It's like about a koala and like a bear, like old married couple solving mysteries together.
That sounds really
Alright.
funny.
Pendleton Ward is interesting because he almost seems like the type of guy who would like make his one really popular cartoon and like kind of tap out forever. Like he kind of made that one big thing and then like he's over. Like that's kind of like Alex Hirsch did. But when you look at like Pendleton Ward's like history, he really hasn't stopped. Like there was maybe a bit of a break at some point, but like he did Adventure Time. Then he was also doing Bravest Warriors like around the same time. And then like there was a bit of a break after he left Adventure Time, but he kept doing voices on Adventure Time, like supervising. But then he did Midnight Gospel, and now he's doing this. Like he hasn't really stopped creating ever, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, I really admire his, I don't know, his old thing, because he is kind of someone who just seems like he just likes making stuff. He's very, I guess modest, I guess is the word. Like he's not a super public figure about it.
No.
Compared to a lot of other creators.
He just kind of just likes eating pizza and being stomped on VR.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Video he made.
He streams on Twitch sometimes. I've tuned in. It's just him just like drawing or like making stuff in VR while watching Star Trek.
Awesome.
He's just kind of it's just the most just kind of chill life.
Yeah, because even when he left Adventure Time,
He's not right.
he's good. He's up there. When he left Adventure Time, there's kind of an idea online that like he hates what the show became, but like if you like read anything about it, he's just kind of like, oh, you know, I just like it as long as they're making cool, weird stuff. That's all I care about. Like he's like very chill, and he still comes back to like do the voices when he needs to do them. Like I think he's very much a guy who just wants to see like weird art made generally. It's like everything he's made is like very interesting and weird, and like I think that's what he mostly cares about. So I'm looking forward to this just on that basis alone.
I think it's great that he gets to keep making stuff, and he doesn't seem really tethered to anything in particular. Just great because some people can be stuck in the side. I mean, Adam Muto is. I don't know if he's ever going to make an original cartoon till the day he dies. I think he's shackled to the Adventure Time for the foreseeable future.
Lovingly,
I'm sure he loves it. I mean, it's a great. I like a lot of the Adventure Time stuff that they've done over the years. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what this pilot is. It's kind of like it's almost like it could be anything. Like I don't really know what to expect exactly from it.
It's cool it's on Adult Swim. He doesn't really make edgy stuff ever, so I'll be interested to see like the tone of this is.
Yeah, I mean, even when like Midnight Gospel came out, that was such a turn. Like the format of that show is just so different from anything.
and it's like it's so matter of fact with like its gore and humor.
Yeah, like Midnight Gospel has like gore and stuff in it, but like it's not like very like I don't know how to word it. Like it's not like very loud about it. Is the best way I can put it.
It's kind of just like it's not very. That's just happening.
Yeah, it's not very crude about it. Like even Adventure Time is very like. It's not super crude and like I don't know abrasive. I guess
back when he made Adventure Time, like early in the days, like part of the reason the show is the way it is he said something along the lines like every cartoon now is like characters screaming at each other and arguing with each other, and they're all very loud. I think if he said that now, people would hate him. But like at the time, he's completely correct. Like at the time Adventure Time came out, that was a lot of the cartoons coming out, or like cartoons, but characters will all hate each other and like what are screaming all the time. And he wanted to make something that like wasn't really like that. That's why that's why Finn and Jake like being like very like close to each other is like a core. Like the genuine best friends is like a core part of that show. I think he's got like a really interesting grasp on like specific like tones that I don't see a lot of cartoons.
Yeah. We also got we got the Jack Pendarvis, who is a writer on Adventure Time. He's the root beer guy.
He's the root beer guy?
He is. He
That's
voices
awesome.
Lupin. So he's gonna be a welcome face too. He's someone who's also worked on like every Adventure Time thing since he started working on the original show.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I just looked him up. He did Steven Universe the movie too. He was on that.
Yeah, so he's got cred.
Oh, Rosa, you like this? He was a Bean Puppy Cat Lazy in Space.
He was. He voiced like a big orange guy, I think. It's like a big weird monster.
Eventually,
Oh, I know that one. The orange guy. Does he wear glasses and has like a jacket?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
so.
Okay, so I know that one. He plays as like a guy who's like embarrassed of his like past selves because he cheated at one time and he can never beat the record because he didn't want to cheat. So
Yes.
you want to know what happens? Watch Being Puppy Cat Lazy in Space.
Adventure Time really kind of bred like Pendleton Ward. Like, if I recall, he just kind of like got a bunch of people he thought were like cool and like interesting to work on the show. And it's really like kind of bred like a lot of, I would say, like Adventure Time kind of birthed stuff like Steven Universe, Being Puppy Cat. I would say OKKO because Ian was on that show, and that's like I think it's kind of the first show he did with Rebecca. Like there's kind of like a lot of Cartoon Network's like really interesting, like not even Cartoon Network, just like a lot of like really interesting animation stuff you've seen in the past 2 years. Like it's Penn Ward, like the people he kind of like dug up to like work on Adventure Time. It's probably kind of like come from it, and I think he like. I like the like kind of ecosystem. Like that's a weird word to use. You know what I mean? Like the kind of group of people that's been spawned from like the people he gathered to make a cartoon, who all spread off to like make their own cartoons. And he seems always very chill about like he likes. I don't know. He seems like a very just cool, chill guy about stuff he's working on.
We love you, Pendleton Ward. Rest in peace.
Shut up! I can't show any freaking support.
Forever.
Freaking Penn Ward.
No, yeah. So yeah, we'll see what this. Tune in tonight, everybody. Hashtag, ad.
Hashtag ad.
I don't think you should say that.
Sorry,
who cares? Let him come after me.
I just checked real quick. I didn't even know Penn Ward wrote on Being Puppy Cat, and he also storyboarded on Steven Universe and Over the Garden Wall. He really has not ever stopped making stuff.
Damn.
He's got his mozzarella stick and all the dips.
Who's unfamiliar?
Okay.
Do you want to talk about what we watched or played this week?
Yeah.
Do you and Rosa just want to go first? Talk about your New York trip. You guys met up.
Yeah.
I went to New York recently, and that's where Rosa was. Rosa was in New York at the same time as me.
Wait, sorry, just real quick before we start this conversation. I checked what episode Over the Garden Wall he boarded. Of course, it's the fucking Highwayman one. Of course, that's the one Penn Ward was on. Go on, sorry.
Yes. But no, yeah, I went to the city. What is it called? The city that doesn't sleep.
The
Close
city
enough.
that
Just for a day. Yeah. Did you have a fun time, Rosa? Did you have a fun time?
Oh, absolutely. It was fun, like, hanging out with you. It was nice. Instead of, like, arguing and yelling at me for playing with my toys, we went out and bought toys.
That's true. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm okay. I'm a nice guy, right? Let's get to something straight. I'm a nice guy. I don't get angry. I really don't. You have not seen me truly angry.
You sound so like tranquil right now. you sound like
that's my normal state.
You sound like the cartoon, like angry cartoon character in an episode. Like he doesn't like really like angry. Like he gets really angry and like he has to, like go on TV and apologize for it. And he's like on the verge of snapping the entire time he's doing this speech.
No, this is not an apology. I will not apologize for any of my past actions because I've never been angry.
Never.
But yeah, I don't know. I just had a nice time with a friend in the big city. I played a little trick on you, Rosa. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I love tricking. I like tricking people. I'll be honest. In the place where we were meeting, I sent her a stealthy message. I said like, "Look behind you," and I used that diversion to take an opportune moment to actually get in front of her when I told her to look behind her. You know,
Yeah.
and lo and behold, to her surprise, she turns back around, and there I am, the opposite of where I said I was gonna be.
Theo.
That was just such an amazing opportunity. It's so great to work with the community here.
It was pretty,
Yeah, I mean,
it was pretty funny.
yeah. No, we just what did we do? We went through this like Christmas park. It was
Yeah,
it was jam packed. It was insufferable. It wasn't insufferable. It was just
it was pretty packed. It's in this place called Bryant Park, and they were having like the Christmas Village event going on that they do
Yeah.
starting like end of October into Christmas time. So it's like big. Everyone's like walking around, crowding in. Little businesses coming in and out, and we were thinking of going ice skating.
Oh yeah, there was
fun.
a sign for free ice skating, which is like incredible, right? But no, then you walk up to the place and it says, "Oh, you can skate for free, but you know, if you want to rent skates, then it's like $25." And it's like, okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
They
What a
tricked
fucking
ya.
scam.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, like when Clarence like went to get a fish, and they're like, "Oh, but you're gonna need all this stuff." It's like, "Nah, I got a bowl at home," and his house is.
Or it's like how Multiverses is like, it's free to play, but if you want to choose Jake the dog on a Tuesday, then you have to pay up. But, you know, that's fine. There was a puppet show someone was doing there. Do you remember that, Rosa?
Yeah, it was a puppet show about like the big bad wolf and all that stuff.
Yeah, all that stuff. You know, you've heard the story 1,000 times. You don't need
it
us
was
to
really
tell
good.
you what the big bad wolf was up to.
Well,
Yeah,
hold
at
on.
Grandma's house.
Looking.
What? Have you not heard, Ryan? Have
What-
you not been watching the news?
No, what happened?
Oh man! So Little Red Riding Hood, she went to her grandma's house.
Yeah.
you know, to
Okay.
give-
Yeah. Old Red.
Deliver her grandma a basket.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, to her surprise, instead of her grandma, there was the big bad wolf sleeping in grandma's bed.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Oh my God.
This is real. You can look this up. This has all been like verified. It was on the news.
Is she okay?
Yeah. I believe there's been no casualties.
Well, actually, there's been one casualty, and that was the wolf. They needed to get them out of the wolf. So, let
yeah,
back
well,
did what he had to do.
I think the wolf is in police custody at the moment. So we're still
It's
waiting.
surprisingly still alive. In the police hospitals.
Yeah, the police hospital.
Police hospital.
So
That's not what
we'll
they're called.
we'll monitor
They're
that
called-
situation as it unfolds. But the puppet show didn't really get into all that because you know
Yeah.
we're not getting mired in the details there.
Right.
What else? You showed me this like anime store,
Mhm.
right?
It's one of my favorite books ever. It's called Kinokuniya. I think they're all across America.
Yep, they are. I have one near me. I love that place.
Awesome. If we go inside, we can meet each other. It's like connecting on your DS online.
True.
Oh yeah. We
But,
played Uno
Mhm.
for like 3 hours. That was fun.
Yeah.
Just-
What happened? Yeah.
There's
I
only
remember,
two of you?
I texted Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two-person
I
Uno.
texted Ryan at the moment. I'm playing Uno against Seep.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Two-person Uno goes crazy. You don't even know.
Yeah, we were doing the regular rules first, and then I realized, oh, this is gonna take a bit. So
The
I
regular
escalated,
rules?
like-
There's different
Yeah,
rules
you
to
know,
Uno.
Oh man,
the-
you don't even know.
Yeah,
Ryan.
regular rules is like there's no stacking. So I like when I needed to.
She doesn't
like,
even know what
help-
stacking is. We got to talk to her like she's a child here.
Yes, hold on. Now you're being mean to me.
Here's the thing. Now, CP, to be fair, you didn't know like every rule of like Uno.
No, I knew nothing about the game actually. You had to help me out a lot there, but it's a pretty easy game to get a hold.
You blockhead.
Yeah. I was getting kind of addicted there. You know, we spent more time than I thought we would.
Yeah.
Playing Uno.
What really changed the game was like there was like a reshuffle card that makes us like reshuffle the whole entire deck. Which
Oh, yeah.
that does a lot because like we're like going at it and you think like if you have like an advantage or disadvantage, it'll change everything.
Right, yeah. That game essentially reset like 18 times.
Man, we should have live streamed that. That would have been awesome, right? We should have live streamed that. We should have like a mediator live stream that.
I mean, we could like play Uno online.
That's true.
Who
here wants to see an Uno?
What's the iconic thing? Like, you have Uno, it comes free with your fucking Xbox or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
everyone
yeah,
has Uno, dipshit. It came free with your fucking Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't even have an Xbox though.
You don't even have the oldest Xbox known to man.
No.
There's probably like a ton of free version of Uno. It's even on Roblox too, I bet.
Dude, download Corporate Clash and play Tuno.
Tuno?
Yeah.
Oh, I know someone who would like Tuno.
Uh-oh. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Ryan?
Ooh, Michael B. Tuning's gonna turn on Toontown. He's like, where are the pink bulbous noses? I am so confused. Why is nobody picking up their booger noses right now? These lunch boogers.
That's like comic book guy.
I fucking hate comic book guy. I'm gonna scream.
You know, it says a lot that like, how the fuck is Maddie playing Discord on Steam?
What?
Sorry, I just I looked at the corner of my screen and I saw that apparently our friend Maddie, is playing Discord on Steam somehow.
Wow, you heard it here, folks.
I don't know. I love Maddie. She's funny. I love it when she like makes fun of Aiden.
Yeah,
it's really funny to watch. You should do it sometime, Steve.
Any more thoughts on New York? You guys have any other stories?
We could explain more stuff. We also went to like an arcade.
Yeah, one of those like adult arcades. It's like there's no places for kids to hang out anymore. No, but that was really good. I really enjoyed being there. You had a bag of coins that we used.
Yeah, I like spent a lot of coins the last time I was there, so I just had like left. That was like what I had left from last time. So
yeah, we really what is it when you do everything? We ran the house. We sucked the house dry or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely what it's called.
Yeah, I had so much fun. Aren't you happy that I had fun with my friend Rosa?
Yeah. Instead of fighting about like paying attention.
Well,
Mom,
I've not picked a fight in this conversation. I'm a nice guy.
No, I'm not yelling at you, Steve. I'm yelling at Ryan.
What did I do?
Guy.
See, by the way, are you reading chat? Everyone hates Michael B. Tuning. They're all being so mean to him. They're all saying like they're glad you're not on Blue Sky, so Michael won't be there too.
I got nothing to do with Michael. Michael is a heel. Like you're supposed to hate him. That's where he derives his power. If you hate him enough, he'll post more.
Okay.
If you hate him enough, he'll come to Blue Sky.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to blood follows me to Blue Sky.
Steep lying moment. I never lied.
But
yeah,
it was really
I
fun.
don't
We
know.
got to hang out. We were like,
I would definitely recommend New York.
If you have a friend that knows how to get around in New York. Seep went up to like the subway and Seep was like fascinated by like the door opening sound. Like boom boom.
Oh, the bing bong. Well, that's like iconic, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
That's an iconic New Yorkism. The subway sound. You've heard about this, right? Everyone.
Yeah.
The bing bong. Yeah, that's what you got. That's what I've never. That's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
But it was a nice time. Me and Seep had fun. I took Seep to like before Seep had like 10 minutes left to like get to
go home get out of there.
Yeah, you were very adamant about like looking at like the SH figure store.
Yeah, just cause we had time to squeeze in one little like just walk around this place.
Right, it was close by, so it's an interesting store, but like it's a lot of like Dragon Ball Z. It's a lot of like the big three: Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto, and a bit of Sailor Moon and like the newest anime. That's the thing.
They had
like.
Oh, continue.
I was gonna say it's the thing is like, HX figure art's cool, but they'll only do like whatever like super popular. Well, Figma will do like everything and everyone. It's like the SH figure line is now like limited, and I was explaining this to you like how it seems like they're only gonna do it if it sells well. Like it's sad that they won't do like Precure anymore.
Yeah, what do you want them to do?
I wanted to do Precure again.
Oh, yeah. Well, they did have a giant Zelda sword.
Mhm.
That
That's
was
Zelda?
pretty, like,
Which is
that was
rare.
pretty nerd-tastic.
What?
SH figure
Nerd-tastic.
like do like Nintendo stuff. Like they done like some Mario, but all like the other Nintendo stuff is like done by like
Sorry, see,
Figma.
sorry, I'm just not over nerd-tastic. See, you just imagine you go like, ooh, total nerdgasm right now.
Ooh, I'm having a nerdurism. Yeah, I mean, you can imagine how someone like me, how a super fan like me would react to seeing a life-size replica of the Master Sword in the SH figure store.
See, if you probably walked in there and your first thought was like, oh, like Kirby, Sword Kirby.
Shut up! No, you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You're not my friend anymore.
That's not
Whoa.
true. I'm your best friend.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
I'm like very interested in like the Super Good Smile and like SH figure arts because like I am still like bitter that like they won't do any more Precure stuff unless it's like reprints. Because their last reprints was for Cure Peach and Cure Dream. Cure Dream, yeah. For
Cure
Yes
Peach?
5 and Cure Peach from like Yes
Peach,
5.
right.
Yeah. Yes
See?
5 and then like
You're being,
What?
You're being so like patronizing right now. She's just talking about like something that interests her as part of your New York trip, and you're like, oh, your piece, yeah.
I'm just, I'm just talking. I'm just having a conversation. I'm just trying to ask a question. Is there anything wrong? Oh, so it's wrong to ask questions now?
yeah, Michael B. Tooney, I'm gonna kill you.
It's
Oh,
always been
no.
wrong to ask questions.
Oh, so I can't ask a question now about something I can't be a part of the conversation
Why is
anymore?
Porky Pig
that
doing this now? See, so I'm gonna make you and me share what we watched or played this week, and it's not even something I don't even know if you watched it this week. For some reason, last night you said I want to talk about Despicable Me 4. Do you want to talk about Despicable Me 4?
Say that last night.
What did you have to say about it? I want to hear. I want to hear.
Tonight. That's the question. Well, I watched the movie yesterday. I actually did. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I watched Despicable Me 4. You watched it when it came out like 6 months ago or whenever, and you talked about it on a podcast.
There for the grand premiere.
We kind of took your word for it. Yeah. Was Lou watched it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know where to start. So I kind of watched this movie out of I don't know if it was curiosity. It was just kind of like I knew it was one of those big moments that I kind of needed. I needed that cultural knowledge, basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't last another moment more without knowing what happens in Despicable Me 4 firsthand. And the reason I wanted to talk about it is just because it roused such I don't know what the word is, not interest. I just felt like I needed it. I was kind of taken aback. Like it was, oh man, you must know how I feel because you watched the movie, right?
I think last night you said something along the lines of like all the movie's like 9 different plots or something you like brought up.
Right. I mean,
I don't think if you've seen that movie, it can be stressed enough. There's Gru going undercover. There's Gru helping the girl. Yeah. There's the Mega Minion stuff. There's Gru with his baby. Lucy's getting a new job, which is Gru's wife. His 2 daughters, they go to karate class, and one of the other daughters is also looking. One of those 2 daughters is also looking for a unicorn. She misses her unicorn. She has a unicorn. She got in the 3rd movie. Just remember that. And then also, Miranda Cosgrove child is going to school. There's like a mini subplot about that. There's about 8 plots in this movie, and I don't think any of them. It feels like they all get the screen time of like 5 minutes.
Right. I mean, that's a big issue. I think what struck me the hardest about it though was I was watching this movie. This is this feeling doesn't hit me like all the time.
Mhm.
I truly felt like I was watching something completely devoid of like energy, I think.
Okay.
It was like the writing, I don't know where to start. The movie's ugly. It's so ugly. It looks like a commercial for a grocery store or something. Like I'm saying, from start to finish, like one of the first.
See, you're being called a cultured king in chat.
Thank you. The whole like family thing, it's so okay. Well, let me.
Deep hate
Man.
family.
I know. I'm so all over the place. Let me see. I typed on my phone, Hotel Transylvania versus Despicable Me is like flirting versus harassment for kids movies with lame parent humor. That's what it's so lame. I mean, you look at Gru as a character. Let's start with Gru. His whole thing, he was like a villain in the first one. Like in that first movie, you see Gru, he's like a big grouch. He's like killing people in that movie. He's killing people because he wants to get his coffee early. He's making children cry everywhere he goes. And I get that he's a character that develops and like he's able to change because of his relationship with his family.
Mhm.
But by the time you get to this movie's called Despicable Me. Gru is such a lame character in this. He's like, he's just his whole thing is that he's like awkward and scared of everything. That's his whole. Yeah, that's all his traits.
But no, I completely forgot. Like a point of this movie is like they're like Gru, don't you do all that Gru stuff? Like he's an embarrassment. Like now.
Okay, so basically the plot of the movie is one of Gru's like old rivals is coming back for revenge. So the whole family has to go into witness protection, and they kind of tell okay, Gru, remember, don't do your usual Gru thing. When they first said that, I was like, oh, like they're gonna tell him like, don't be like Despicable, don't whip out like wacky inventions in the middle of the street or something. But no, Gru's thing in this is it's explicitly the fact that he's awkward and doesn't know how to talk to anyone and can't make jokes. And it's just like, I don't like this guy.
When did this happen,
like,
you know?
Right, yeah, what happened to you, man? One of these movies has to be about that. Have they done that where it's sort of like an old flame returns and they're just kind of like, what happened to you?
It seemed like they kept marketing the third movie like it was gonna be that, and then it wasn't. Like it was supposed to be like, oh, Gru's gonna get back into villainy because his brother's gonna drag him back into it. And then the movie was not even remotely about that, and he did not think about going back to villainy for even a second.
This is like if the Shrek movies, like if the fourth Shrek movie was not about what it was, and if it just kind of continued Shrek 3, that's kind of what is happening here. Because like Shrek 4 was about, Shrek kind of worried he's growing soft in his new, family lifestyle and kind of wanting a return to that edge he used to have. But realizing that, those days are behind him and, what he has now is making him, it's made him a better person.
Can I be honest?
There's no, yeah?
I think Illumination cares about the Minions way more. And I think, you know what? I think they're right about it.
Yeah,
there's like,
let's get into that.
I'm gonna say it. The Minions they're still doing good in these movies. They're the best part of the movie still. Maybe I sound like a 40-year-old mother here, but when you get to Minions parts of the movie, stuff like stuff actually kind of happens. Like there's jokes, there's energy.
The movie comes to life with the Minions. Like people are getting hurt for the sake of comedy, and it's like funny. It feels like you step out of the world of like this is a commercial for like food delivery apps, and you start like having actual fun. You know, if people always say like, "Oh, the Despicable Me, they lost its way because they kept focusing on Minions." I think they've sapped everything they can dry out of the whole Gru shebang. They don't know what else to do with him. He has nothing. All the dialogue is like so bad. It's really like it's like disappointing. Like I don't think all the jokes are just like it's just characters saying things and they'll just say like yes, no. It's okay. The movie's written in a way that 4-year-olds can understand everything that happens in it from just one viewing, which I know it's like it's a kids movie, but I mean it's also a family movie. Like there's no additional like layers to it, I guess. Like most movies are like they'll do things and they'll be like it's fine if kids don't get it, or like we'll try to challenge them a little bit, but it's so like I don't know, it felt
soulless.
I think
guess soulless or brain dead or something.
I
really
think
harsh words.
I
But
think if you told me the people at Illumination don't really care about the Despicable Me movies, but they really like doing the Minions movies, I'd believe you, because the second Minions movie is actually pretty solid, in my opinion. Like, it's not, like, gonna blow your mind, but, like, you can tell they're having a good time with that one more than this one. Like
it's because the Minions stories have not come to an end yet. The Minions have
well, and
more
I
stories to
also
tell.
think the bigger thing, one of the bigger things, too, is Gru's in the second one a lot, the second Minions, and he still gets to be evil in those. Like, he still gets to, like, be mischievous, he gets to, like, cause problems, he gets to build gadgets. Like Gru still gets to be like a fun character in the Minions movies now, and like the original characters they introduce are like mean and like wacky and get to also do cartoon hijinks. Nobody in like these Despicable Me movies anymore do any hijinks anymore. All the hijinks are in the Minions movies, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it. They can stop making Despicable Me movies. They can just keep making Minion movies. I don't care.
Despicable Me 4 should have been the Mega Minions movie. I think I might be able to say that I would have watched a whole Mega Minions movie. I was there for the Mega Minions. They have like 2 scenes in this movie.
You'd be shocked, by the way, if you haven't seen this. Like your general assumption is like, oh, these movies are littered with minions. There's gonna be so much minions. You'd be shocked. Like you see the Mega Minions on screen. Like, well, here's the rest of the movie. No, they get one scene where they cause hijinks and problems, and then they get put away until the climax, where they get called to the climax, where they don't show up until after the climax. You get robbed. Yeah, you get robbed of so much Mega Minion content. It is a complete ripoff.
Maybe Minions 3 should be about maybe young Gru travels to the future and meets like current Gru.
All right,
wait, like Despicable Forces.
Right, and he's like, "What? Oh, what an embarrassment! You are not despicable at all. I'm going to kill you," or something.
Oh my gosh, everyone, guess what? I just caught the penis fish on web fishing.
Whoa! She caught the penis fish!
Congratulations on finding the penis fish.
Yay! You know, you know what the worst part is too? In Minions, you get the trio. You get Kevin, Stuart, and Bob. And you know what sucks? They aren't in the main Minions movies anymore. The main Despicable Me movies, you don't get any Kevin Stewart and Bob. Otto the Minion is not in this movie at all. Not even a cameo. He doesn't appear near the end with everyone else. You get no Otto.
Kevin, Bob, and Stewart, they got to be in the Illumination tag at the very beginning.
And they're the end. They're the big group shot at the end. But Otto? Didn't see any of my beloved fat Minion with braces. Where's Otto?
Maybe he died in Despicable Me 3.
Don't even make me think about that. Don't make me think about that even a little bit.
All right. No. Maybe he didn't die, but they want to they have big plans for him in the Minions franchise, and they want to maintain stakes, so you can think that maybe he can, because the problem with prequels is that we know they're all going to survive, but if you have a character that doesn't show up in the main movies, their fate can be more ambiguous. I think that could be what they're trying to plan here.
We talked about this movie's ending last time for sure, but I want to say again, if you weren't there for that, this movie has this movie had an ending where every character from across the franchise, I'm saying franchise, not Despicable Me movies, the Minions characters show up too. Every single character shows up for like a big dance party. Like every fucking character is there. Like all the villains in the previous movie, all the villains from the Despicable Me 2, the neighbor character from the first movie, Drew is there, the grandma, everyone is fucking there for this ending. And it's like, why are we doing this for this movie? Like, nothing special happened in this one. What's going on?
Nintendo described it as a, like, not sure if we're getting canceled, kind of like soft finale ending.
Yeah.
This is a great way to describe it. There's also an earlier line that's really funny. Like at the very beginning, like Agnes is like, "But what about Uncle Drew and Grandma?" And they basically like, "Oh, they're not going to be in this movie."
Yeah, that's basically what they say.
Yeah. I think the last thing I really want to touch on specifically about Despicable Me 4 now that I've seen it. Dr. Nefario shows up in the movie for like probably 10 seconds
Yes.
at the very end, and it's such a strange appearance. Basically, Gru Jr. gets turned into a cockroach.
I forgot the baby was even in this movie. Sorry, go on.
Why are we doing this again? I swear we had this exact discussion 2 to 3 months ago. Listen, I have new things to say about it. Because I watched this movie. Gru Jr. turns into a cockroach. And then when they save the day, they have to turn Gru Jr. back. They don't really say that. They just kind of do it off screen. And it's implied that Dr. Nefario helped with it. Dr. Nefario is just basically like, "Here you go. He should be all back to normal." And then Lucy, the wife character, is like, "Thank you, Dr. Nefario." And then Dr. Nefario, he gets carried away by this hovering platform, and he just kind of goes away. I just want to mention this.
I'm going back to hell now.
Yeah, I actually died earlier. It almost feels like he wasn't going to be in the movie, but because he has a new voice actor in this, because Russell Brand is like, he's going through something right now. He's going through his own Despicable Me arc. So they have a new voice actor. So did they just put him in this movie for 5 seconds just so they could like establish that he has a new actor? Or
that honestly, God, might be the case. Like, don't worry, he'll be in the future movies. Like, he has a new voice actor now. Don't worry. We don't need him again. He'll be there.
Right? Yeah. That just stood out to me because they didn't. I'm just imagining, like, if you're kind of a newcomer to the Despicable Me franchise, a lot of it is pretty beginner friendly. But that was one moment where it's just like, who is this like old guy who's like I don't even know where he goes. I was a little confused. Like when he started going away, I'm like, because in the last movie he was like cryogenically frozen, I think.
Yeah, I would too.
And when he like goes away, he goes in like this scientific tube, and I almost thought like, is he gonna get frozen again? Like, did they unfreeze him to fix their baby? And he's going back to get frozen again. Like he's like Grandpa Simpson in like the future Simpsons episode.
Yes.
Where they just occasionally unfreeze him so that he could stay alive longer. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up because
Gandhi.
It's Gandhi. We still need to set up the Pete cam for this stream. Where we cut to him in the freezer and it just plays ambient freezer noises. Yeah.
It's been a long time since heard from like Nintendo. I hope he's doing alright.
He's the pimp.
Nintendo might appear again soon. I don't know.
Yeah, we might finally unfreeze him.
Yeah, maybe.
If we get into this season, we'll unfreeze Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yo.
But yeah, I mean I just wanted to I don't know, I just really felt a need to talk about Despicable Me 4 because I was really taken aback because I heard like not great things about it. Like I heard like, oh, it's kind of a weak movie. But I was just so I guess I was surprised. I was surprised by how empty a movie could be. And it kind of made me I don't get like this often. It kind of made me like sad that this is like I don't know, pop culture, you know? I don't know.
No.
I got a little I got a little like millennial existential dread about it. Which is like, I don't know. It's weird for me. This movie brought it out of me.
Minions,
it's just so.
Minions 3 will drag you back though.
I hope so. I enjoy the Minions too. I've never. You can check the records. I've never disparaged a Minions film.
We looked in the record you have, actually. We're gonna have to kill you now. Bye, Seep.
Oh,
I
come
miss
on.
you.
Bye, Seep.
Come on. No. You don't have to do that to me.
I think I don't know if I talked about this last time. This is the last thing I had to say about it. I think it's so funny.
Okay.
This movie's like the original one kind of started with like an episode like kind of like the unique family unit like Gru has like right now. Like he's like he finds these 3 girls who like don't have anyone but each other, and he kind of takes them in. Like they're kind of this unique family unit of like Gru, the weird scientist guy, and like the minion. Like they're very like weird little family. And then like they keep they keep making the family more and more nuclear as time goes on.
That's true.
Like they give him a wife, and they give like a brother, and they give like a biological baby. Like the minions become less and less part of the family, and like they get rid of this weird scientist guy. So like they just become like more and more nuclear over time.
Yeah, they're just becoming more palatable to just the Facebook parent demographic. Oh my! One joke that really made me feel that. The scene, there's a scene where like the baby makes like a mess on his face, and then the minions come in and they're like dressed as like paramedics, and no, they're like the pit crew.
Yeah,
they're like a NASCAR pit crew, and they're like, oh, baby duty, and then they like quickly like clean him up, and then it's like, I just imagine like a 40-year-old in the theater howling at that, saying like that's exactly how parenthood feels. And they also do it like, oh, we have to strap the baby into the car seat. And they also do that, and it's like an epic. Like it's just made me like, is this what this is what it is? This is what Gru has become. What a pathetic display.
Despicable Me 5 is gonna have a new Gru dog. It probably will.
They're gonna kill his wacky, quirky, evil-looking dog. Like even his house is so. Was his house? Oh, I feel like his house looks more like palatable now.
No, because yeah,
you see him walking into that house, and he's got the groceries. He's like, "Did you get the milk? Oh yes, I got all these milks. Did you remember the regular milk? No, I forgot the regular milk. Oh, I'm so glad my whole family is here. My 3 daughters, my wife. Is that everyone? I think it is everyone. Oh wait, actually, no, I forgot about this one. It's Gru Jr. This is how the dialogue in the movie is, by the way. I'm just giving you a play-by-play. That's what all the dialogue in the movie is like. It's just, there's no like, you can't glean anything about the characters from what they say, basically. They're just saying things. Sorry.
Gru dog, rain dog, 2000 Gleamium. They don't even like people knowing he has a weird dog. The weird dog gets removed from the movie for the most part too. And like
the weird dog is there like out of obligation, but he's never mentioned or focused on whatsoever.
Which is weird because he has like a minor runner in the first movie at least. Like there's like the whole thing where like Agnes keeps like kind of like getting closer and closer to him. Like he like just kind of warms up to her. Like he's got like a runner in the first movie, but now I think they're scheduled like people know Gru has like a weird dog. Cause, like that's not like nuclear enough.
Yeah, right. I think they should replace him, and he's gonna adopt the dog from Bats. He's gonna adopt like a recolored Illumination dog.
He's gonna get the dog. The dog from the Mario movie. Yeah, the dog from the Mario movie.
Francis. Yeah. I think there is a recolored Secret Life of Pets dog in this movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
What am I? Of course there is.
They got like those like dog models on standby.
Oh man. Okay, but I think that's all we should really say. Will, do you want to talk again?
Yeah.
Would you like to be? Was there anything that you watched or played in the past week? Or month, or however long it's been?
I'll go
Minecraft. Pretty much only Minecraft.
What's that been like? What have you been doing? Because you've been playing it a lot. I haven't really caught like the plot or anything. What's going on there with you?
So I was invited by Socks, my friend Socks, also friend of Startcast, to
Oh yeah.
Not
to
too long.
oh fuck.
Final
to,
Flash.
Tua?
Yeah. Okay, can I talk now?
Yeah. Yes, you may speak.
Okay, let me regain my train of thought. Okay, I was invited to a sort of story-based, structured, like, roleplay Minecraft SMP with, like, custom mod content made just for that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it was fucking crazy. Like, I don't even know how to begin describing what an experience that was. I was Yoda, by the way, from Star Wars.
You were Yoda.
I played Yoda the whole time.
Yoda. Well, I mean, what was it? What was the story? What was Yoda's hero's journey?
See, Yoda was mostly just there to help people.
Okay, I mean that's the Yoda we know.
No,
and
it is
love,
pretty
right?
Yoda. Like I ran a shop that had like every endgame enchantment in the game, and I just gave them out to people for free. My enchantment emporium.
Come on, come on.
Did I
But
ever publicly?
Yoda's-
Oh, go on.
Hmm?
No,
I
you
don't-
go on. You go on.
I
Can
don't
I
know
go-
how to describe Yoda's story. It's something that needs to be experienced, I think.
Okay, no, I get you. I get you. It's one of those like you don't want to spoil it.
Did I ever tell you? I don't think I mentioned this anywhere. I had a stream I almost did. Like, it was to like kind of play to the idea like you guys would do Balloon SMP. I was gonna do like Grandma SMP. I was gonna be an entire stream of like the grandma character I have like playing Minecraft, and like I sat there and thought about this. Like, this will be funny for like 30 minutes top, and then it'll stop being funny. I can't do this.
You should have done that. No, that would have been awesome.
Hold on, can we plan something where we get like 7 grandmas? We should and we all have distinct grandma Minecraft skins, and we pretend like we don't know what's happening.
Can I be the cookie clicker grandma?
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Can
we
be.
could be doing like grandma, hardcore grandma SMP.
Yes.
Oh
We
yeah, I
need to,
probably
like,
should have
craft our
mentioned.
grandsonas.
I probably should have mentioned that the SMP was hardcore, and
Oh.
Yoda did die once, unfortunately, but he was revived.
Oh, goodness, that must have been quite the fright for you.
Oh dearie.
Oh, goodness me, dearie. Oh, let me get something from my bag.
My grandson plays this game on his iPad.
Oh, here, have a lemon-flavored cough drop for some reason.
My left hip is finally starting to cure.
Didn't Yoda die like 4 times? He died once legitimately, and then the rest of them were due to stuff that was deemed bullshit, like instant kills from mods.
See, I
Really?
couldn't do it because like I feel like if I was at a hardcore thing, I'd never leave like the town. Like I'm gonna die.
Oh,
I don't-
you'd
I-
be so sedentary and like pathetic.
There,
You just said it yourself.
Why did you call me pathetic then?
Well, you know.
You could have called me like wise for not
You
risking
want me to
things.
sugarcoat it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're I don't know how to put it really. You know how you are.
Well, keep talking about your experience.
so the like main gimmick of Balloon SMP. Well, there's sort of like 2 main gimmicks. One was for the first like couple of weeks at the beginning of the server, you could just look up at the sky and there'd be like random ass monsters and animals like flying by tied to balloons.
Oh my god.
You could pop the balloons to like save them if you wanted to. Like, my friend Moth died trying to save a mushroom from one.
It's like a Yoshi's
Oh my
Island.
God.
So that was
You
our
ever
first
thought
death
that-
on the team.
So Moth just stayed dead.
The second gimmick. This leads into the second gimmick. It is hardcore, but it is possible to revive people through a ritual balloon, which
Ooh.
that process will make it so both you and the person you revive lose a heart permanently.
Okay.
So it's sort of like had to balance the economy of like actually having health to do shit and also like reviving teammates if they die. It was very interesting to play around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like doing like a hardcore server kind of thing like that. Like I've kind of had interest in that for a while. I've never really vocalized that, but
It's very fun.
yeah, it sounds fun. Like you get to be in your own like kind of fictional adventure.
Well, you did that basically when well, I mean, not you, but like the monkshrooms, like you watch over. They were part of the event. They seemed like they were having fun.
True. I mean, that was
True.
That was
maybe
fun.
a little
That was
less,
funny.
a little more freeform than something like this.
Don't worry. When Balloon SMP2 drops, the monkshrooms will show up.
Okay.
Dead ass. You could probably arrange that if you really wanted to.
What, like the monkshrooms and?
Yeah, I don't think
these
Socks would say no.
I mean, reach out to me if that ever like needs to happen, because I would be willing to do something like that. I think that'd be really fun.
That would be fucking awesome. There was like a little bit of one. I think it was one of the last days. Tyler Polyhex joined the server as Strong Bad and just like role played as Strong Bad for like an hour, and everyone like they were completely in character like the whole entire time, never broke character, and it was so fucking funny just seeing everyone react to Strong Bad just suddenly appearing and being like a
really
character and be like, oh yeah, I'm basically here to save everybody.
Man, Ryan, why haven't we done? We need to get. We need to set a release date on our schedules for Granny SMP.
You love
right
this
now.
idea. You love it.
I do.
Where am I?
Should it be like an Amazing Digital Circus kind of thing where like the grannies are like their minds have actually been transported?
If I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah.
is this gonna be a one and done thing? Because if we do like a consistent thing, I might not be able to join because I'm kind of hard to keep still.
No, this will like
What?
if we do Grandma SMP, it'll be like a one-off stream.
Yeah.
There's no way
Yeah, it
that
would not be. I can't imagine that stretching out 30 days like Balloon did.
Yeah.
The
Like,
ultimate
now,
quest would be
I'm
like
literally
making.
tuning a guitar right now. I cannot keep still.
Oh, yeah.
Flip this one, it's gonna change history.
Maybe the ultimate quest should be like making cookies, like making a cookie recipe.
You have to have recorded yourself. You have to find 7 people total who can do a grandma voice.
Yeah, I mean, do yours right now, Ryan.
Well,
I mean,
I put a filter on.
It's not that hard, Sonny.
I'm looking for the fabric tools in this game.
Where's Jonathan? Jonathan, where are you?
My children have told me there's a character named Stephen in this game. Where may I find Stephen?
Oh, I know. These are beautiful flowers.
I should break the news to everyone. Steven Universe canonically died in Balloon SMP.
What do you mean?
Dude! What? He shattered? His gem shattered?
Yeah, he died trying to prank someone on the server.
Oh, that rascally Steven. At least he died doing something in character.
Let me see if I can get the clip.
You see, you said that was such like he did doing something so in character.
Yeah, I said that. Hillary Clinton, I'm a grandmother. That's true.
Dude, Hillary, you play Minecraft?
Hillary, dude. Granny's getting it done.
Okay, where is the clip?
Where is the clip? Can you beat them up?
Hi. I thought we said no Disney references.
Hey,
Hey, while I looks for this, Rosa, do you want to talk about what you watched or played this week?
Hell yeah, about time. So I've been playing web fishing. Recently, my friend.
Recently, as in right now.
I'm gonna squish you.
What? That's true.
Yeah, I've been playing web fishing the whole time. See the web fishing reacting. It's
Yeah.
actually me playing a Whitfish. Really? Yeah. Yeah. So, but I've been playing it recently in recommendation from my good friends Wiona and Naomi. And we played a bit together. It's really fun. Basically, it's basically you're just Animal Crossing looking game that you could fish with. You just fish. You find like interesting fish with like funny descriptions. Like literally one of them is just like, "What the fuck is that?" It's really funny. The game has like an 18 plus setting where you could just make a server and just say curse word in there. No kids allowed. It's basically just like a
Really?
fun little chat room too.
That's what Roblox
Hang
needs.
around. You could
Sorry.
yeah.
God.
You get to hang out with friends, dress up your character, kiss them, bark or meow.
That
Yeah, you
honestly
could,
sounds really fun.
yeah, there's a kiss button.
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah,
Steve,
that's
you can
cool.
take you and your little like partner. You guys can go and you guys can kiss the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Instead of like vibrating with your wrists.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that,
What?
it's really fun. There's a secret. You have that little wrist vibrator, right?
Why are you talking about that? What do you know about me? Don't
You
say that.
showed it-
Don't say that.
He has
no,
a
you have,
what?
like this like bracelet. This bracelet that you rub on.
You
and
no,
it-
you're revealing my like personal details right now.
All right, Steve, let's tell you your address right now. California,
Oh, no.
356 West Lane. It's the house with the red bricks.
Yeah.
There's 2 trees outside.
Wait, no,
Oh,
that's
God.
my house. What are you doing, Ryan?
Oopsies.
Oh god.
Hillary,
found the clip, by the way.
Hillary has a wrist vibrator too, by the way.
Hillary Clinton? Oh my god.
But go on,
But,
Rosa. Yeah.
It's a really fun game. It's fun to play with friends. Good price. It's slowly been updating. It has secrets. But you have to figure out yourself. But other than that, it's really fun.
Oh, there's like lore? There's like hidden lore in the game?
no.
Oh my god, get game theory on this. You
It's
should
really
find all the
fun.
hidden Sorry.
Hits you with my guitar.
I want food snacks.
Okay.
Of course you do.
Wrong button.
But
Right.
it's
Yes, Rosa.
it's
Yeah.
a fun time. I recommend it to play with friends and me.
Well, it's only
Maybe
5.
I'll do a
Awesome.
stream of it.
Only 5
The most fun you
smackaroos.
can possibly have while playing an app.
It's only 5 smackaroos, so it's a real like you got nothing to lose. Check it out kind of game. It sounds like.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
It's really fun.
And supporting indie developers is always a good thing to do.
Of course,
Yeah.
Always,
you have,
every
like,
time.
You get to like put on like fun titles like lesbian, trans rights, freaky.
Oh. That's good.
Oh,
There's a jump dive. You could have sex.
Oh, look at that. That's the little pin you like, isn't that? That's the colors of the flag.
It's really fun.
I want to buy that for you.
Sorry. Supportive grandmother character. Everyone.
Yeah.
I put the clip of Steven Universe dying in the chat for when the
Oh, it's
podcast is
there.
live.
It's right there.
Yeah, I put it in the YouTube chat too for people to see. All right,
yeah.
we gonna take
Webfish.
some questions real quick.
Another thing
Oh,
I wanted to talk about was
She read a book, everyone.
Yeah, I read a book.
What is it called?
But in all seriousness, I saw the recent Death Battle episode about Bowser versus Eggman.
No spoilers.
you already know. We told you who won before the show.
We already got spoiled.
There's more. There's more to be yet.
The person who won is the goat who won. I'm talking the king of the Koopas. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Oh my god, like Tuner hurt you.
my goat.
So here's my thoughts. General thoughts on like Death Battle. I don't mind it. I think it's just like arbitrary. Like
What?
I can't. I'm too old to be getting angry on like power scaling. It's like how they
Oh,
have like,
yeah.
power scale to
Oh,
justify like
let me
prices of
stress
10.
let me stress real quick. I am so glad I am not on Twitter.com right now. When they dropped when they dropped the death battle with a Mario and Sonic character and the Mario character one, I cannot begin to stress how happy I am I'm not on Twitter for this. I'm sure it's a war zone over there right now. I'm sure they're bringing up Eggman's like 9.7 decimal multiversal laser beam he has. The death battle forgot to mention that was mentioned in like the manual of like Sonic 3's like German release. Like I'm sure that's happening. I don't want to know.
It was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I was telling Steve this the other day, but I kind of have like mixed feelings of like how Searches for Animation is done. Or like, I don't know. I don't know. It could be like nostalgia talking, but like, so a lot of sprite animation were kind of done. We're like trying to replicate like DBZ fighting and like high level fighting game style of fights.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like it's hard to take a look, but I think it's like I don't know. I sometimes feel like you're missing the point. Or the what was the main appeal? I think, but I don't know. I can't like get angry for people like trying to be more cinematic with their animations, especially if it's like sprite animations.
You believe the medium of sprite animation has evolved to a level of fidelity that is like technically better, but there's like a level of charm that you missed.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Well, I mean, this one wasn't even sprite animation though. This one was.
Yeah, I know.
To my knowledge, I think like one dude animated most of this.
Yeah, it is.
That's fucking crazy.
And it's 2D animation, and it's actually wonderful to look at. I'm mostly just saying, like, when they do 2D sprite animations, it's kind of done differently. They kind of do it in a way where, like, they make, like, custom sprite assets instead of... So it's, like, done...
Well, do you...
like...
What do you prefer, like, in terms of sprites? Like when they, like, tween the sprites, like an old Dorkly video? Like, is that...
No, actually,
No?
that's kind of, like, what they're doing right now. They're kind of tweening it. It's kind of, like, done in animation, like... Pokemon Black and White series.
Okay, where they you distort the pixels.
They rotate the sprites around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here, but like now, that's how they do it now in animation.
Can I have like a real opinion on this? Like I don't really care about Death Battle. Like really usually like I think they're all like my opinion on Death Battle is like I like the guys who make it. I think they're having way more fun, like talking about this kind of stuff than most people like who talk about power scaling online do. I think these guys are just having a way better time. Like I think like they get like decimal points wrong in like power scaling, but I think they tend to just mostly care about making like fun animations, and I respect that way more. And I think that kind of comes to here. You can probably dig up some bullshit they forgot to mention about Eggman, like in some obscure manual. But I think the thing here that they did that I liked is from a storytelling perspective, the kind of thing they go with is like Eggman hides behind like a huge army of like mindless robots who like he has full command over, and he like hides behind them. While Bowser is like on the field with his guys, like protecting them, fighting alongside them. And I think from a simple like narrative point of view, that inherently makes Bowser like the guy you kind of want to cheer for a bit more in this one, because like Eggman is like very much like just kind of hiding. He doesn't really care what's happening to most of his people like on the field.
Right.
Whereas like Bowser like takes the time to like protect his minions if they're getting like hurt. Like when Bowser Jr. when Bowser Jr. gets like hurt, he goes like berserk mode. And I think inherently that's the interesting thing I think they go for here is that Bowser's like father to his men status, and like the loyalty the Koopa Troopa have to him is kind of like what brings him the win in this one. And I think just from a writing perspective, I think that is actually like if you're putting these like two characters together, I actually think that's a really interesting to focus on, earnestly.
Yeah. It's kind of like what they say. It's like it's not about like what logically works. It's just like
Bowser doesn't do that. Well, okay. If you play like the RPGs, it's a very big thing that like Bowser's minions follow him because like they actually respect him. Like they actually think he's worthy of like following. they value like how they view him, and like he does like he does like save them and care about them and a lot of things, especially Junior, and that's like one of the main ones they focus on. I think the idea is Eggman does not really feel like that, but like beyond like Sage was a more recent thing.
Right.
I think he feels more pride in his creation than like earnest love for them. Beyond Sage, who's again a very recent addition.
Take it from me, like, being a feminist doesn't guarantee a win. Thank you, Hillary.
Yeah, but I guess it was also that major part is also helped by the fact like Bowser is kind of just like built different.
He's kind of awesome.
Oh, you're saying Bowser's better? He's more awesome and raw.
Yeah, no,
but yeah, I would say that just about if you pitted Bowser up against like any character ever in fiction, I would say that. Like if you like, oh, who's cooler, Bowser or the guy from my anime? I'd probably say Bowser. Still, I mean,
yeah, and then like Bowser is like the big. He's like the tank in a fighting game. Like not just like any tank, but like a very, how do you say, versatile tank.
I think if you like, if you threw Bowser on a planet, he survived. That's just how I feel about him. I just think he's cool.
And then Bowser turns around, and then the mustachioed plumber has his arms crossed behind him, tapping his foot.
It's also funny if you make Bowser like impossibly strong. That just implies so much about Mario. And I think people get mad if you try to make Mario seem powerful. I think it's hysterical, the concept like this little guy from Brooklyn. What if he could just fuck you up beyond belief? You couldn't even believe.
That's called the mafia.
That's true.
Yeah. All right.
Also, Kamek low-key won that fight a bit for him. I think that's awesome.
Absolutely. It was really funny with the thing they did where like they used like the chance time to like mess around.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. They had
really funny.
They had to like convey the idea that like if like I almost don't want to spoil this for Will. Specifically.
Yeah, this just came out.
But Infinite is in this fight, and what happens?
I did see what you posted.
What happens to him is really fucking funny.
I saw that and went so true.
My goat is washed.
It's really good.
Homer to Bart. Your goat was always washed.
My favorite quote of his.
Do you want to take some questions now, real quick?
Yeah. Any questions from our freaking viewers? Our submissive viewers.
Oh, we got. Go on.
Also, I want to say I am a JoJo fan, and I seen the Joker versus Neighborino. All I can say is, is this? I think it's very inaccurate. They didn't. It's very inaccurate to say like Neighborino is like.
What?
What happens this image to show? This image from like the Found Earth video.
What?
Listen, all I can say is Journal could have
Can we take a question?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm taking the question. I'm sorry, Rosa. You've lost me completely here.
All I can say is that fight would have been different if Journal just did that. Just show them the image.
What is our first question?
So I want to stress this real quick. We got a few questions about the Moon Girl thing. I just don't think there's much to say on it besides it sucks and I'm glad it leaked. I don't know if like a conversation about like transphobia from Disney is maybe the tone of the podcast right now, but I want to acknowledge the fact that it happened and that it is unfortunate and I'm glad it leaked. That's the extent of like I think what kind of fits the tone of like the episode. We got one about this. Can you talk about Capital One Hiccup, as in the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie that looks like a Capital One commercial?
Another banger tweet from Blake from Meverse.
I guess I forgot they even announced this.
Yeah, there's a live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake coming out, and they've released a first look image of it. And I think there's been some leaked images too of a few of the other scenes. But I think the big takeaway from it at the moment is that it looks like a Capital One commercial.
I'll put it on screen and send the Discord so you can all see it.
Yeah.
I hope the poo image too.
We'll see.
Please, honey.
I'll think about it. But okay, we're talking about Hiccup right now. We'll focus on the poo image later. So
Okay.
you can see it here. It's just like if you've seen How to Train Your Dragon, you know it's an animated movie. It's got nice, wonderful colors. Like it's a big, like beautiful movie. It's got a real sense of scale to it. And then you just look at this image, and like I expect like the Liberty Mutual guy to show up in these like this scene.
Oh,
Emu?
we're name dropping so many brands here.
The one with like the emu. The
Yeah,
bird?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. He and Emu can show up.
That bird should
Yeah.
have killed that guy. Right now. Why is he
It's-
waiting
I mean,
for?
this is a very just weird project. Because How to Train Your Dragon, it's like not that old.
No,
I mean, like if you watch that movie, it's like still holds up. Really, like as I guess the CGI, like it's not like the most state of the art looking CGI, but it's a pretty freaking good looking movie.
no. I mean, like artistically, like it gets by like on like art direction and that kind of stuff. Like it, like you know, it still looks good in that perspective. And I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
these live action movies, like you know the ones Disney make and this kind of stuff, it's for people who like post fan castings to like get excited about and then never think about again. That's kind of what they all feel like to me now. Like we talked about like the Lego Ninjago live action movie they're making last week. It feels like a lot of these are made for like guys who's like, okay, I have the perfect live action casting. Here's the actor who should play this character and this one and this one. And like everyone goes, oh dude, you're so right. And it gets 200k likes like on Twitter. And then the movie comes out and everyone sees it. And then
like gamers start making it out.
I don't know why they're here, but yeah. And then
They're
like
the ones that will do it.
like they're like after like that like initial like everyone goes like, oh, they did it. Our childhood dreams have finally come true. They're never gonna think about it again.
They're kind of like glorified photo shoots, right? Like you're supposed to take the still images and brief clips to compare it to the original. Say like, isn't it cool that it looks different? And it is kind of cool, but just as like full movies, full narratives.
Right. It's like if you like 10 years from now when this is out and like the original one is out and like you go to a friend's house, like and hypothetically you go, want to watch How to Train Your Dragon? They're gonna assume you're talking about the animated one. Like,
Mr. Critic, I like the animated version better.
Me too. But that's the case like all these, right? Like if you go to someone's house or whatever, I keep using this. It's such a weird idea to go to someone's house. Like, let's watch Aladdin. That's the example.
That's your life. That's your life.
That's my life. Like you go up to someone like, hey, you want to watch like Aladdin? Like you would just watch Aladdin. They're gonna think you're talking about the cartoon. They're not gonna think about you're talking about like the live action one. And if you pull up the live action one, they're like, oh, they made that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think we've been at here for a long time, but we're at that point where companies are trying to look at like products that still pretty that still holds up well. They're like just as has similar qualities or at this peak as like the current contemporaries, and it's like they're doing whatever they can to like justify like doing it again.
Right. It's becoming cannibalistic.
It's very cheaper, ancestral, even.
It's that whole thing where like all studios want to rely on nostalgia so hard, but they've also like kind of milked most of, like the major nostalgia stuff. So now they're having to go to stuff that really hasn't like entered like I was like, okay, it like it took a while, like took like 20-30 years after the 80s to start milking 80s nostalgia. Same with like 90s, but I feels like we're speed running like 2010s nostalgia, for example. Like we're already like trying to bank on like 2010s like nostalgia.
And the thing is, like 2010 stuff are still like contemporary in a way.
Right, yeah.
Are at a thing where like what was an old style, like N64 graphics, PS1 graphics are now becoming like current contemporary styles, because in the long run we're kind of just realizing like how an older style really does help with the game development, or like allows for like more wiggle room and ease. It's just in like more places of experimentation. It's kind of like we're at the point now where like what's nostalgia back then will just be contemporary now and just be a style.
I think like Hollywood's making two kind of movies now. It's like these live action cartoon movies and like really high regard, like reverent, like sequels to like old movies. Like I'm telling you, there's gonna be a highly reverent Austin Powers movie someday, and the trailer will play like the like that, like an epic orchestra version of that over like some like shots like.
Yeah, Austin Powers picking up his glasses again. For one last ride, baby.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I'm not gonna lie, the other day, I think it was earlier today. No, yesterday. When I saw like the Wordy Kids like Austin Powers interview for Austin Power 4, and that was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I'm just wondering, no, 4, no, longer than that. I was wondering, did they announce like an Austin Power sequel around that time? Because I feel like
No,
that was gonna be the animation.
they haven't made an Austin. They haven't announced one yet, but that's one I'm like. I'm just thinking like how Ghostbusters used to be. It was like a comedy movie originally, and they make those new ones. They act like it was the most important movies ever made. I'm just imagining they're gonna do that with Austin Powers. They're gonna have like the washed out color, the beautiful washed out colors over landscape. Austin Powers layer trailer with the.
Really selling. I think you're right.
They're gonna do that, and they're also gonna do a Little Shop of Horrors one. There's gonna be a Little Shop of Horrors with like CGI Audrey too.
That sounds like the worst idea ever.
No, I know it is going to be. That is hypothetically the worst idea ever, and it's gonna happen. And it's gonna have no sauce to it whatsoever. Like, the dentist character,
it's the last movie ever made.
The dentist character will like suck now. Audrey 2 will be like a live act, like a CGI guy, and like he'll have no weight to him when he moves.
2028. Sorry, I love that comment. That's what the Austin Powers reboot's gonna be.
It's really good.
Powers. Yeah. Well. So we're looking forward to this one, aren't we?
I'm so excited.
Great seeing Hiccup in live action, on live screen, toothless and in beautiful, realistic CGI. We've never seen toothless in CGI before, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
Never ever. Not a single time. This is unprecedented.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here.
What do we got?
Yeah, what do we get?
Yeah, what do we got, Doc?
It's a question
Let's
about.
check our questions here, Doc.
It's a question about multiverses, but we already talked about
It's
that.
a question about multiverses, Doc.
Did you want to just? You have something you like to say, see?
Yeah, it's me, Bug Bunny. Let's read this question about multiverses, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's read the question, Doc.
No, you don't care.
Yeah, I want to read the question, Doc. Let's read it.
Bugs Bunny, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah. Let's have a multiverses battle, Doc.
Alright, let's have an RPG battle in Multiverses. Remember
Yeah,
that
sounds
when
like
people
fun,
will like do
Doc.
Smash videos and do stock battles and they call in RPG?
Here's a
Yeah, let's,
question. Here's the question. Bugs Bunny, shut the fuck up.
Ryan is getting baited at my IRL bugs. You are being a little Elmer Fudd right now. You're being a little bit of a Daffy Duck right now.
No,
It's giving Fud.
No, you're supposed to be Daffy.
Wait, fuck! There was something on the news I forgot to talk about.
Oh
Well, it's too late.
It's Rosa. We're way too late in here. You gotta accept fate. Here's a question from I.C. Any thoughts on the recent Half-Life 2 stuff or the fact that Skibidi Toilet has official toys somehow?
I didn't see that.
That's true. It does have official toys at Walmart.
It looked like a fake commercial when I saw it. I didn't think it was real.
I remember one time seeing like a compilation video of like ghost encounters, and one of them was like a child with like a Skibidi Toilet plush.
Uh-huh.
And it's just like
Oh
so
my God.
surreal. It's like, okay.
So how did they go about it?
So the way okay, Skibidi Toilet is really lucky. They made the face of like the Skibidi Toilet brand like a very generic Half-Life NPC. So like it's not like an important character. Like it's a character owned by Valve technically, but it's a very very generic looking character. If you just like tweak very small things, like oh his beard's a bit more full, he's got like slightly bigger eyebrows. Like Valve can't really do anything about that. And I think, to be frank, I don't think they care about doing anything about it. Like they could. Valve could probably sue them up the ass if they wanted to, but I get the sense they don't really care. The exception to this is though, one of the toilet characters is very much G-Man from Half-Life. If you played Half-Life,
Yeah.
one of the toilets is straight up G-Man. And for merch, I don't even know how to describe what they do to him. Like, I'm gonna send a picture to you guys in the chat. I'll put it on screen. But like, it's not G-Man anymore. And I had to wonder, like, because kids who like Skibbity Toilet, they probably don't know what Half-Life even is. Like, they don't even know G-Man is from Half-Life. So like, here, I'll send you guys it first and then put it on screen. Here's what the G-Man toilet guy looks like in toy form.
What the fuck? That's not G-Man.
Yeah, it's close enough.
That's like F-Man.
I mean, I can see a kid accepting this in the same way one would accept Blue Shirt Bart.
But Blue Shirt Bart is soulful.
If anything, I don't think a kid will care. Because I feel like if you're getting the Skibbly Toilet, they're like on top of being Skibbly Toilet, they're like supposed to be like the monsters you fight.
I think a kid doesn't care because
like Skibbity Toilet.
Because kids are stupid and like brain rot, and this like generation is like cooked, dude. They won't even notice the difference, dude. They're so cooked, dude. They're so cooked. They can't even tell. It's not the real G-Man.
Anyway, kids,
great voice.
Kids, they're doing season 2 of like Maho Precure.
I was okay.
Is that the news?
I wanted to say about this though. I feel like these toys took too long to come out. I feel like kids have moved on already a bit.
You think so?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but like I have seen these in stores, and the box is always full. That's all I'm gonna say. Is like I haven't gone to the store ever and like seen the box like have any gone. Like it's always full.
Yeah, I guess this sort of thing would move on fast. I mean, it's not. I mean, at what rate do they release new toilet sods?
I don't think they do anymore, do they? Like,
they do.
Did it? Okay. Because I don't know. I'm thinking of like a network TV show that has a very strict pipeline, and like we need a McDonald's toy release in 6 months, and then we're gonna release the new concurrently, and then we're gonna have a huge special with this promotional tie-in with this and that. And this was just kind of like the Skibbity Toilet explosion was just kind of a spontaneous phenomenon in comparison.
It kind of like was able to blow up as much as it did because it was made on Source Filmmaker and just like lasted for like less than a minute.
I do have to be a bit honest though, like, and maybe I'm being the friend that's too woke here. I'm looking at these things and I'm thinking like, we're using a lot of plastic for these things that aren't going to be sold. We're using a lot of plastic for like these things that are going to be filling landfills, like filling bargain bans, like just a few years from now.
You're gonna be covered in barnacles any day now.
I mean, the camera head people are pretty cute and timeless. I can imagine someone just collecting those.
Okay,
I can imagine
that's fair. I can agree.
The toilets are a little like heinous. I think like there's nothing to latch onto there. I think.
I think it's really funny that we completely sidestepped the first part of this question. By the way,
sorry,
what was it?
It was at Half-Life 2. Sorry, I just
Skibbity Biden.
I got so like overtaken by like Skibbity Toilet for a second there because I just been thinking about these toys and somebody asked about them and they had just been on my mind, just thinking like how much plastic we're using for these guys, and it has not left my brain. But yes, Will, I feel like you're the biggest Half-Life 2 head here. Do you want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, yesterday actually was the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2. And very similar to what they did with Half-Life 1 a little bit back, they put out a big update for Half-Life 2. Among other things, it includes both Episode 1 and 2 with Half-Life 2 now, they're all one game now, which that's really nice. You don't have to buy Episode 1 and 2 separately anymore. And I think you just get it if you buy Half-Life 2 now.
Yeah.
Little fixes along the way, like trying to get up to like the same parity as like how it was at launch, because over time when you're working on a game and it's like continuous updates, there is some kind of like rot that happens sometimes.
Right.
They went up and polished a lot of stuff. Added 3.5 hours of developer commentary,
That's-
like brand new.
Yeah, that's the thing. Real quick, just about Valve. Like, you can say a lot about Valve, like good and bad. They're pretty damn good about like developer insight on pretty much all their games. Like, I think I would say like Team Fortress 2 has developer commentary. I think a lot of their games do, where you can just
Pretty much
like
all of them do.
yeah, where you can like learn about what they were thinking, why they did the things they did. And there's like they're not very shy about the choices they make and like why they made them, like development insight. And I think with the way kind of modern gaming can be, I think a lot of the companies don't like you knowing like how games are made. And I think Valve is pretty good about being like transparent about how the games are made and why they're made the way they are. And that's something I do respect about them.
It's funny that you say that. They also, in addition to all of this stuff with the game, they released a brand new 2-hour documentary about Half-Life 2 and its development process. And I haven't watched it yet, but I have heard that they show off some like clear footage of stuff that's been like not really well documented and stuff like that, which you just don't really get with other companies. Oh, also Half-Life 2 is free right now, and you should go grab it if you somehow don't
If you have like a
Right.
Steam account and you don't have like the Valve smorgasbord, like you don't have like the Half-Lives and the Portals and like the Left 4 Dead, you just got it. They sell those games for like $2. Like you're gonna play them eventually. Like just go get them. Just go get them all right now.
Yeah, the Master Left 4 Dead is really fun, but also that game also needs to update because it kind of breaks on a certain graphics setting.
Left 4 Dead 2 is also $2 right now.
I mean, like,
Yeah, I hope they fix the multiplayer on that.
it's hard to justify buying any other game when Valve gives like their games like out for like $2. Like like Portal 2 for like $2. Oh, but one of the best games ever made for $2. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
If you love Toxic Gary, play Portal 2, 1 and 2.
Someone in chat
And
brought
maybe
this up.
watch-
Oh, sorry, I did.
I was gonna say watch footage of like Lego Dimensions Portal.
Someone in chat said this. Valve is very unopposed to people opening their games, like, and I think that's just kind of like how we've been. People have been talking about this like in Discords and stuff I'm in. Valve is like not a publicly owned company, right? Like they don't have shareholders or anyone to appease to. I think that allows them to be built in a way like not like if you look into the files of a Nintendo game, like they wish they could legally send it like a drone strike onto you. But Valve is very like they're the way people like for better or worse. You know, like sometimes like no one's working on TF2 right now. Like you can talk about that, their structured resulting stuff like that, but it allows them to kind of do this kind of stuff, like kind of just do whatever they want. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they kinda,
especially when they've got Steam as like a very, very consistent source of income.
Yeah, they kind of operate under the idea of like we're getting so much money from Steam, we can kind of just do whatever we want. Otherwise, really,
And as much as that sucks for stuff like TF2 not getting updated, it's also like equally crazy for like other stuff like the Steam Deck existing, VR being pushed as much as it did by Valve. Like just all of this like technological innovation that would not have happened otherwise if Valve was not the way that they are structured.
Yeah, so if you're not aware, the way Valve is structured is like you go there and you can pretty much work on anything you want. Is the thing like if you want to go work on TF2, you can, whatever. But we're also working on this really cool VR thing right now, and like it's mostly like if you're working on a company like that, you're gonna be on the cool ass VR stuff and the dead ass game.
Yeah.
Which here's the thing. Just bring up TF2. I don't think TF2 needs a major update ever again. I think it needs like a bug fix.
Bug fixes, yes. Content,
no,
fuck no.
No, it has so much.
It has so much content that I've played the game for like hundreds of hours, if not thousands, and I still haven't played all the maps.
No, yeah,
I haven't played with all the weapons.
I cannot bemoan anyone at Valve for wanting to like work on, because the advantage of how they're structured is they get to do a lot of cool stuff, and like the way they're structured, like they don't have to worry about anything. Like break over their games. Here's all this is how we make the games. Here's like the animation software we used to make like cinema stuff for like our games. Like you can use it and play with it. Here's all the shit you need, and that is like the coolest part of like Valve. I think it's like I think they're very like open about just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also like it's the reason why we have stuff like Open Fortress, which is like basically a free for all game. A TF2 free for all.
Hmm.
I've seen that, and I want to try it.
It's really fun. There's like this strat to like it has some Doom weapons, I think, weapons based on Doom, and like this strat for like char hopping, and it's just like insane. And all the guys just do like grats like hop, hop, hop. And like sometimes I like to play like Donkey Kong music over it, like the multiplayer one.
You sound like the freaking post about the person who turns like that Tropical Freeze like soundtrack on and then starts smashing things, and the family gets sad. He starts smashing things.
I'm aware of that one. It's a classic.
Real
But,
quick, oh god,
yeah, Half-Life 2. It's good. You get Half-Life 2 for free. Go now to Steam and get it now, please.
I had the thought the other day, just kind of related to this, as before we end, about like, you know, it feels like truly every notable character in video games is added to Smash. And I came to the conclusion, if there was like one more like really notable like piece of gaming history, it's gotta be like Gordon Freeman.
Yeah, especially since like they put the Portal games on Switch.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you guys sedated Seep yet?
What do you mean?
Not yet. I was thinking about doing that in a second, though.
I was kind of vibing with the idea.
What's happening to me?
We're sedating you.
You're being sedated.
I'm fine. I've been like chill today.
You've been like really chill. You're gone, dude. Like I could like stab you and you'd have no reaction.
What the freak is happening to me?
That reminds me. I remember. I got Seep a snack, chocolate cornet, and I switched and the Seep like to suck the chocolate out of. And Seep's like, oh yeah, I like to suck it out of the bag. So I sent that message to Lilith, and to this day, Seep has been waiting for the response to that.
Why did you just say that?
What do we do now? I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. What do we do?
I think this is the part of the show where we thank Will the Real Yo-Cow for coming back on our podcast for like the third time this year. I mean, you're always a great person to have on here.
Oh, I think. Oh, I'm blushing. Oh.
Yeah. Come on, you've been an ambassador of the Startcast initiative since day one.
Oh yeah,
approximately.
Approximately.
Yeah, thanks for talking about Hello Neighbor, I guess. I don't know. What else is there to say?
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to talk about Hello Neighbor. No, I mean, I'm always happy to be on the podcast. It's always a fun time.
It's always a fun time.
Very chill vibes.
Yeah, I hope we can like catch you on again. Maybe with like 2 more bodyguards to help beat you up.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, you probably should like get a couple more because I was almost taking out the ones that were going for me when you were trying to kidnap me, but they just overpowered me by a little bit. But if I start training right now, they're fucked.
Right, exactly. I'm kind of worried about that, so I might get 2 more guys and like a trainer for them. Also,
sounds good.
Lilith?
I'll look forward to it.
Okay, Lilith, I'm gonna look at you. It's like that one tender scene in like Midnight Gospel where the mother's like talking to the dude.
Freak
I'm like the mother, and you're like the little wizard boy.
Little wizard boy, right?
Wizard. Right, he's not a wizard. I look to you, and it's like, what do you do? Like, you say, "Cool, that's cool," and then Lilith just starts crying in my arms. Like, it's okay. And then for some reason, we get sucked in by the Super Mario Galaxy black hole.
Does anyone besides like 4 people understand what's happening right now?
I don't know.
Okay, just making sure we're spending. We gotta turn this stream off before we hit the 3-hour mark.
Can you sing a song and get us out, Steve? Can you give us a little song?
No,
before
hold
we
on. Hold on, I'll try to talk about the new Precure season coming up.
No, Rosa, you have to accept fate.
One opinionated man
doesn't stand a chance against an army of tweed. Damn
like
tweeds.
Trying to fight an angry hill of
ants
ants flying on the backs of killer bees.
I don't change my shores more. Glitter bombs in my undies drawer.
The word family has a bitter ring, but it's my family who's been bittering.
It's my family. You